Yeah, we back. Let's talk about that. Oi, bro. You know the funniest thing about everything is, Chronik, You know we got in the building today, innit? We got one of the best MCs in the world.
Legend.
A part of the best collective to ever come out of the UK.
Facts.
We got a legend. We got the energy god that MCs that you see today learned from this guy. Saw the energy. Someone that didn't even do the bad man tin lyrics and still had everyone singing along. Let's talk about that. How can we have a guy that we're just seeing just doing nothing but energy, then doing garage, performing, and next minute, he's doing dancehall, bro. All the gallem are coming forward. I couldn't believe it. Guess what, Chronik? Guess what? I can't believe it, yeah, bro. He had them dancing on stage with him to dancehall. He never just murdered the whole rave spitting garage lyrics. I couldn't believe it. Wait, today we got MC Bushkin, man.
Come on, Funky.
Come on, man.
No, man is.
Come on, Reeboks from the beginning.
No, for me today, man. It's oh no, man. Yeah, them think they're lucky. I'm a humble brother, but my head, I wouldn't be able to go back out the door with them intro there. Yeah, manners.
Yeah, I have to give you the respect, you get me?
No, man, no.
I have to give you respect that you deserve,
Nah, man, respect. We've been putting in the work and it's still here, man. I love it. I always tell people I love it. You understand? I love this thing. It's man. It's where it is still.
It's a blessing, man. It's a blessing to have you, man. What ends do you rep, though?
I'm from North London,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm from North London. All over North London. I live in Wood Green right now, you understand? But people know me with the Tottenham and them, Archway, you understand, where I originally with that secondary school days, Hornsey, all around that. But Wood Green is where I live, North London, you understand, officially.
What was it like growing up there?
Yeah, man, spicy, same way, like everywhere else, you understand? But fun, you understand? This is what we know, you get me? But yeah, man, good fun. You understand? Prior to music and thing, the roads did say Lucazade bottle days and clapping days and all of them things there, you understand? Yeah. But yeah, man, it's fun, you understand? And again, it makes it build your character, make you who you are, you get me?
What was it like playing out, like going outside?
Good, you know what, again, when I was young, like, everyone knew me. I used to play roller hockey. I was always on my roller skates.
Okay.
Skates, and my brother and them, like the older, they used to play roller hockey. So I was the younger one following them. So we used to play roller hockey. You understand? So that was.
What skates did you have?
I had Bauer. You understand?
Bauer. You went in like
Sims.
that.
I've still got them.
Cheese blocks and all that.
Yeah, Sims and the little colourful laces and
crazy
all
thing.
of that. You understand? I had one roll shades with my brother. I remember big up my older brother, Mr. P. He bought me a blue pair of roll shades as well. The only one with them.
Hockey socks on them and all that.
Hockey socks, all of that. The hockey, hockey sticks and all of that. You understand? So I was into that. People knew me. I was always on my skates. People knew me. I was, again, tried the older brother as well, and I was always following him. He was like a garments man. He had the girls. He had our area kind of on a still, you get me?
Yeah.
So people kind of knew me. I was popular. I was always popular, you understand, in the mix and stuff like that. Because I had the older brother, you understand, how it goes. So yeah, man, it was good, man. I had a really, them time there was less, how could I say, these days it's so much mobile phones and so much things to think about. Them time there, man, was free. You understand? Man was just living life and enjoying. You understand? Me, big up my cousin Fergie. You understand? We was always outside. We was going to the all-dayers, Hackney Downs all-dayers, Clissold Park, Haggerston Park. You understand? Elthorne all-dayer. It was that kind of life there. You understand? Big up man like Jumbo. Like how you hailing me up there. Was big up Jumbo, MC from Hackney.
Okay.
You understand? Bod, Shabba D. You understand? Them man, they were firing back them time there. You understand? So yeah, man, good childhood, man, fun. Garms, click suit days,
Come on.
Cartini, Sarcino, Paco jeans, major damage jacket, all that thing there where man was, you understand? They were at the golden
I see
era.
That you try to rep that that era, or when it comes to clothing and when you're performing and that, like, you know what I mean? I'm a man, I study all of those type of things there, you know, from the Capletons down to yourself. You're one of the guys that man saw performing before man performed. So then, you know that when you're performing, you're a bit like, you're not really taking in too much, like, you know what I mean? Why for that, but you're just, you know what I mean? Before, when I was raving and watching, you get to appreciate the whole thing. We're going to a Heartless rave. That meant something back in the day. It weren't a joke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you were different then. People, like, raving was a whole different thing, you understand? And man would make an effort. You know what, it's what people say to me about MC and stuff like that. Like I said, I was popular from school days anyway. But one thing, me, and big up Funky, I'm Fergie, big up Funky all day.
I love a legend, mate, Chris Biscuits. I remember when there wasn't Chris Biscuits, then there was. I remember that was a thing.
He set things, bruv, you understand? But prior to all of that, what built us, we was raving Thursday to Sunday in that jungle era. But that all days, we was out in the all day, the ragga days, you understand, like a click suit days. Big up the people remember the ragga boots, ballet, all that era there, like 92, ballet, you understand? There was the next one what we used to buy as well. And I had it in white. Vikings. Remember Vikings as well? Them boots, I'm talking, that was the era itself. That 92, 93, going Chimes, Pegasus, Barry's Diner, Factory. This was that what man was raving. But like, what the point being, man was a raver before I was doing all this.
Who used to rave to before you used to like love and dances?
Could more time, I'm from North, but before the Tottenham and Hackney beef, North and East was linked, you know, that was one link, North and East, you understand?
Remember them times there?
Yeah, and that's how I really know it, you understand? Obviously after then, the little itch, you understand? So man's kind of, remember my family's in Hackney, so you understand? Although I'm going to say, you're a Tottenham man, them, my family's in Hackney, you understand? So it's kind of, it was techie. But anyway, like I'm saying, before all of them things, it was all one link. And we was raving. Big up Glamour Guard sound with Glamour Kid. That was Glamour Kid sound. You understand? Poison, they were the top of the man, them, their sound. Thunder Force, you understand? Lady Force. This was that youth sound days. And we was raving to that first, you understand? Yeah. Outside, like I said, no, Barry's Dying.
What genre of music was that?
That was that ragga.
Yeah,
so like you said, Tiger, when Capleton.
Oh, they were spitting ragga lyrics, yeah?
Yeah, we was raving, it was ragga them time there. 92, I'm talking 93.
Jeans and that.
Yeah, ripped jeans and Terror Fabulous.
Who was smashing it up them times there?
Buju, when Buju come out, he had the place on like smash. Before that would have been like Capleton was hard, Ninja Man, Tiger was firing, Papa San, Lieutenant Stitchy, these were like the big artists. Then like when we just started the rave proper, Jigsy King, Buju Ban and Terror Fabulous, like that was a new wave of ragga, you understand? Them man had the thing, and then the youth sounds was, who I mentioned, Lady Force, Thunder Force, Glamour Guard, you understand? And so that was like the thing all dayers, and more time we was raving in Hackney. There was a couple, Factory was in Tottenham, there was another one in Edmonton that we used to go to. I forgot the name of that one there. That one was cold as well. Them times, night buses, certain times you ain't even got to spend your money and you walk home, but a gang of us would be walking home. So we walk from Edmonton all the way back, you understand? Yeah, man. Like I said, it was free them times there, man.
How many people was it there?
What, in the raves?
Yeah.
Not many, probably about, I mean, it seemed a lot then, but it might have been maybe 200-300. You understand?
200-300 them times there.
But it was good.
That's a lot of people, you know.
The quality though.
But like the community,
you know, like that. Like that you know everyone and everyone knows.
Yeah. That's when it's nothing but
it was a vibe. And them time, remember, every night us man are going out, we're whining with gal. That was the thing. We'd see how much gal you come out. Remember Position, them tune there. Position, when them tune there come on, you have to find a gal to whine on. You have to. Rama Jam and all them, ride the panani. Them tune come on. You have to find a gal to dance with that. Yes, but them things. But worries, that's where man come from. So that was the vibe. But then after that, we was raving jungle. That's when we was raving Thursday to Sunday. My dad was a security guard. So he was that's the parts. We was getting into every rave. And me, Funky, Fergie, Evil King, we was raving. Wax Telepathy, we was raving hard. So this is before man was doing MCing. but man ain't nowhere near boss. But again, man's getting a good idea of things because man are raving and man are feeling. So that's why now when I'm MCing and when I'm out, I know what a rave's supposed to be like. I know a good rave.
Yeah,
That's why I'm good at my job. Because before anything, I'm a raver.
Okay.
So when I'm in a rave and I see certain people, I'm nah, man. That ain't how it's supposed to go. Man, you understand? Man ain't.
That's not the energy. That's right.
Yeah. I'm critical. I'm
So
very critical.
Hadn't you linked Mo these times yet?
Mo comes still later down. So this is that Funky.
Funky was original settings.
Funky's the original. Funky went same school. So I was in 1P. Them times the first year, and it's the different numbers that do that. But them time I was 1P, my class was, and Funky was 1S. You understand? But you know, when you're in secondary, some of your classes cross over. So though I'm in my class, me and Funky, we done science together. We was in science class together. And
was this before music?
Couple more. This is like we was doing music, but this is first year. So when I come to school, like I said, I've got a little level of my brother. And then I'm garms up, I've got the boots, because my brother's a money man as well, so I'm kind of patterned, I'm coming with my brand new Reebok SXT, first day at school. You know you have to make an impression. Man coming in like, yo, and Funky was into, it was swing beat music them time there. Bell with the Vol, remember Poise and them things there. Bobby Brown, Funky was into that kind of thing, and he had this lean top style haircut. So when he come in, he's got his own
doing the house
swagger.
party thing,
And Funky was good at dancing. Funky's just an all-rounder. He's good at dancing. So when he come in, he had the dancing and the running man and the kid and play shit. Could do all that. Plus he could MC and he could play steel pan. He could play trumpet. So he was like a music man.
He was really mad,
stupid, you understand? Like, he was stupid with it, you understand? So after, you understand, we ain't doing the sound system just yet. Probably about second year, I've said to him, no, let's do this. Because my brother had a sound system and he had decks and that shit there. So I've been funny like, yo, let's start this. And there was another brother, Awan. Awan was in my class. Awan was like a brain box. You understand? And I said to Awan, yo, Awan and Funky. Funky was like a musical man and Awan's smart. And I've come to them two and said, yo, can we start a little sound system? You get me?
What was the name of that?
First, it was Wicked Intention.
Wicked Intention.
Wicked Intention. That was our first name.
Cold by days.
Yeah, Cold. And then we was Wicked Intention. We had another name. What was our name? We had another name, Wicked Intention, and we had something else. And then I come up with Heartless Crew after that. And when I come with Heartless Crew, again, 1992.
It was the same crew that was involved in Heartless Crew.
Yeah, same me, Font in Awan. Awan, that's how we linked Mo. Fun of, all right, we left school, and then I went Southgate College. I've gone with all the rude boys. Like enough of the name brand man who's about now. They went Southgate that year. So all of us, all the Tottenham man there went Southgate College. A couple of Eastman as well. So all of us was there. But Fonty went college in our area, which was Sitting Islington College in North London. So he went there, which was cool, which was in our actual area, you understand? And then that's where he linked Mo. And what happened is Mo was like a hip-hop DJ and Awan was a hip-hop DJ in our sound. And Awan now, when we go in college time, Ogwan's kind of itching a little bit because he's academic. He's more of an academic man. Where Awan was from, his parents were from Uganda. And me and Fonty's parents are West Indian, you understand? So by the time we're kind of stepping into college, Ogwan's parents is kind of saying to him, yo, academic things, you get me?
Results now,
and obviously my mum was in the sound, you know, anyway, so it's like, we're doing the music thing. And Ogwan's like, kind of nah. So what Ogwan done, Ogwan said, yo, put Mo in the sound to replace me for a little while, and I'm going to ease back. And them two were both hip-hop DJs. You understand? So he said Mo was a hip-hop DJ, but it was cold. Mo was scratching. He was a bedroom hip-hop DJ, but he was cold. But he was, he was shy. Mo was a very shy brother, you understand, in them time there. And Ogwan said, all right, put Mo in the sound and I'm going to fall back, you understand, but Mo will cover the hip-hop, what I'm doing, basically. So that was cool. And then, that's how Mo got introduced to the sound, you get me, and started to come around with us and whatever else. And things started to evolve, you get me, with them time they was started to pick up a little pace. Like, we already had a little name from secondary school, but now college we're a bit older. That mobile phones are coming now, you understand? So now we've got mobile phones, you understand, and things are starting to connect up, you understand? Man are driving. I was driving, like last year at school I was driving.
What was your first mobile phone?
I had the M150. It was M150. I think it's Mercury M150. It was like the slim one.
Was it pay as you go or was it contract?
Was it pay as you go? 1-to-1. It was
1-to-1
them time there. And you had free call on the weekend and things like that. It was that phone. But it was the first one. People, there was
with the flip, they had the little.
The flip come after the 301. Because there was the Mercury 301 with a flip that was chunkier. But the M150 was like a slim one. People Google it. I think Mercury M150. It's a slim mobile phone. And then after that come out the Mercury 301. That's the one people remember. And then after that come the M400. That was a similar shape and it didn't have the flip at the bottom.
Rather just emming it down.
But that was the thing, Mercury. I think this is old
Mercury,
days.
So what, before then, when you're chatting to like sweets like the girl them and that, what you're getting pen and paper?
Pen and paper.
Pen and paper. Are you not hearing this? All you youngsters.
Pen and paper, original.
Drawing gal with pen and paper.
The real way. I remember I went carnival one year. I tell you
Now-
the wickedest thing. I went carnival one year and I drew this thing.
Went carnival before mobile phones.
This is before mobile.
Yeah.
You understand? Actually, man's been outside raving from you understand? Like, my mum was good, you understand? We was just outside. This is our culture. You understand? That's really what it is. It's our culture. You understand? And I went carnival. Again, Fergus, our little clique, you understand? And man drew one thing for Manchester, Chris. Dancing with everything. Say, come to, give me a number.
Yeah.
Oh, no pen. Oh, what's doing?
Maddest thing.
Mad
That was
carnival,
crazy.
no
Crazy thing.
Mad,
Yeah,
bruv.
no pen
So
was
I'm like,
crazy.
oh, what? Anyway, so that done, you know, you smooth off and you do your own thing. And I got a pen. Would you believe Carnival? You know Carnival mad. I linked back the same girl in Carnival. I was happy and I had my pen this side.
The government coming through the crowd with the holding the pen up.
Mad.
Linked it back in big massive Carnival about a couple of hours later. Because you know you can't really see people
Yeah,
more.
yeah. That must have
I
been
said,
peak.
yo, me and the girl was friends for years after that. And
Come on.
yeah, good link, man. But yeah, pen and paper them time there, man.
That's cold when you just have them memories, man.
And phone
of actually
box.
just storing bare gals' names, you know.
Bruv, writing down. House phone
Crazy.
days, bruv.
But
Yeah.
you know, you could remember phone numbers back in the day. Nah,
nah,
because so much just writing the name
It's
now.
just,
it's gone.
it's a myth now, bruv. You understand? Them time there, house phone.
Running
You
up your
remember
mum's
bare
phone
house
bill.
phone number. You
Return
remember?
the call and all them things
Calls,
there.
we're phoning it back. I remember I got sent to my grind for being naughty. And yeah, but then old school one. And get the phone in. And my grand them like cussing, no, come off the phone. I'm like, grand, they called me. You mean come off of the phone and all that thing there, you understand? Wild. But yeah, man, good days, man.
Yeah, man. Crazy thing, man. That must have been hectic.
Good days, bro.
So mad. So what was you lot's first show that you lot had?
We were doing a couple of local things in our area. The first thing we were doing was house parties for girls. That was our little trick.
House parties.
That was the vertical thing. And that's why I said the Lucazade bottle, because them time there, if you're not playing right, man, we'll fling our 2 Lucazade bottle after you. Remember, Lucazade bottle, the glass then, it's only they change it after you. Remember, Lucazade bottle with the back pocket, everyone had the Lucazade in the back pocket, and if it goes off, it's a quick boom, boom, you get me? But if you're in rave and in house party, man will fling off of the bottle after you, get me? But we was doing house parties first for a couple girls in our area. Then we started to play in the C Centre in Holloway. We started to play there, and we was playing in Lorraine Hall, community halls all around our area, and we was getting popular around our area. And then we moved to Chimes, East London. Pegasus, it was Pegasus more time. And that's why a lot of people, we're from North London, but a lot of people think we're from East London because we was in Hackney a lot of the time.
Okay.
And we bus from Chimes really in Street. That's where a lot of people know. So we start making a name now because it's an established club. You understand? We're a bit older now.
Yeah.
We're driving and you understand?
Chimes is proper stuff.
Chime, yeah. And
Couldn't
when
just get booked there. Like, it was, once you was there, like, it was our... We cared. Like, you get me? If you was booked there, we cared.
It's a level, that's right.
Yeah, we cared.
It was a level. We was in the back room first, and the main room was all the yardies, and and that's how we got good playing to empty crowds because it was empty. No one was really coming in our room, but anyone coming, 3 people come in, we are playing hard. To those 3 people, we're making sure they don't leave.
Yeah.
You understand? And then next week they come back and we understand we hold them again, and few people started to filter into our room. But anyone who come in our room, we're playing like we're in Wembley Arena, like we're giving it to them. You understand? And then after, like, this is like 96, we start playing 1 or 2 garage tunes. and the yardies would come in every now and again. Because the other one would be jam anyway. Sometimes you get people coming to the room just to chill out. And when they're coming to chill out, we're giving it to them, and we start playing one or two little garage tunes, Sugar Daddy and Gusto and them tunes. And then the yardies start coming and you understand? And they start to get into it, and you understand, we start to teeth the little yardie crowd as well. Yeah, man.
Come on.
That was they're the early days, man. They're the things that built us and made us refine and get good. Because every week we're playing out and it's empty, but we're practicing like it's, you understand, it's practice.
So who was on the mic?
So by then I was on the mic, but it weren't so much MCing. It was like more this hosting kind of things. Yeah, was we playing jungle? Yeah, actually, we was doing a bit of MCing fun enough because we was playing jungle around that time there, like 95, 96. So we was playing jungle actually. So we was MCing. Because originally, the setup originally with the Heartless Crew, people get it twisted. Funky was the MC really and truly.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was a DJ, and Mo was a DJ, and Funky, he was a DJ as well, but he was also the best MC.
The man of talents, boy.
Well, the guy's he's ridiculous. So you understand. But then he was teaching me and Mo MCing, you understand, as well. So we're kind of picking it up, and then I used to DJ the 12-inch ragga. Funky used to play the 7 inches, and he used to play jungle as well. And then Mo was a hip-hop DJ, and I used to play soul. So we'll all rotate, you understand? So whoever's on the mic, you understand, like I might be playing the ragga, and then Fonty's on the mic.
How long would you like each set be? Like when I was there?
It's hard to say. I can't really remember per se, because them time we was playing like the whole night, or there'd be 2 sounds. Big up G Crew, because a lot of us used to be Heartless Crew and G Crew, and we used to play the whole night. So a girl would book us, and we're playing from start till 3, 6 a.m.
Oh, you were getting paid, yeah?
We weren't really getting paid them time there, man. You understand? You might go to play a house party and you get food. You get the little food and sometimes.
This is when it's real.
Yeah, this is when it's real. This is the real thing. And then at the end, when everyone's gone home, you have to lift up the speaker and wire down the sound. That was the hardest part. You understand? Wiring down the sound when everyone's gone home. You understand?
And drunk and spliff out.
Everyone had a good night. And you got to stay there with the big speakers, and then you wait for the sound van to come the next day. And you understand?
Yards all looking different now, that light's shining through it.
All of that. I'm tired, but it's good training ground, you know what I mean? So we used to play all night, basically. And that's, again, what made man
Whose was
decorated.
The sound?
We had our own sound.
Yeah. So where did it used to get parked up?
We still got a big speaker. My mum gave us this big speaker from her sound. That was our first speaker. Then we bought some speakers of Metro. We had them, we used to store them with Mission FM. They got teeth. You understand? We had 2 big speakers we bought of Metro. We bought our own speakers and got them made, and we painted them red. You understand? We got them spray painted. So yeah, most of the thing was in my house. You understand? And Fonty used to live by himself as well.
Yeah.
You understand? And he had the decks. We saved up our money. We was making a little hustling.
1210s.
Before it was what was the ones we had? Because we couldn't even afford 1210s. Belt drive decks. What they were called. I can't remember.
1210s, or there was another decks I remember as well.
They were like the cheap version of them. If you couldn't afford 1210s, you had to get these ones. Forgot what they were called, but they're the ones we had, and they weren't as responsive. The timing weren't so sharp with them. But again, it made man better when you playing on shit that ain't so good. We had them. Yeah, and we save up our money, man, hustling and doing little bits and bobs to make our money. You understand? To buy records and stuff like that. In school every day, man,
What
we
did you do
hustling.
to make money sometimes?
Me, I was doing a bit like in school. I was doing like just hustling, poncing. You understand? Asking. I used to ask everyone, give me 50p, give me 20p, and do all of that. Plus, I used to work at the ice cream van in my school. You understand? Because I was a prefect in school, but everyone knew me. I was quite boisterous. You understand? Like I said, I was popular, and everyone
you were popular, yeah.
I was very popular in school. Everyone already knew me. You understand? You understand? Because I'm quite loud. I carry myself a certain way, and you understand, can tussle and whatever. So the ice cream van noticed that. George, big up George, he died, RIP, and he put me to control the ice cream van. So when the pips go in school, everyone rushes the ice cream van, and because the man was a bit old, he used to be shouting, everyone go back, thing and
They said, no, government.
you understand? So them time there, he said to me, you control the line. So when the pips go and everyone's rushing, I put man into line. You can't rush the van now. You understand? You have to know your thing, line up properly, and you understand? You get served. But what I'll do if man come and say, yo, give me 50p and I'll slip you into the front. You understand? And they're doing that. Look, so I would work, and he was paying me weekly.
Oh, right, that was your first job?
Yeah, well, I've done people around stuff. I've always been on making money anyway. But he would give me $2.50 a week, plus he'd give me a burger and popcorn. And I used to sell the burger, because I didn't eat them. It was like some boiled kind of burger. So I used to sell the burger, sell my dinner ticket, you understand? Eat the popcorn, and then I'd be making people come in the line and give me a 50p or 20p and push them in, you understand?
Yeah. Government,
So, I was just cleaning up like that, you understand? Plus, I'm doing other little moves and little bits and bobs, you understand? So, my money was making, you understand?
You was proper hustling at a young age, boy.
What?
And then times money could spend.
Money,
times,
bro.
Things
I was
cheaper.
on it. And Fonty was barber. Fonty could cut hair. So Fonty would do little barbering. I'll book him little clients and just take a little preps of that as well. And upstairs, Fonty would be cutting man's hair, doing barbering. Yeah, so we was making our little cheddar. After that, man started to do look one or two bank ones and things like that as well. You get me?
Yeah.
So man, we're getting a little bit of lump sums now. You understand? And
What kind of bank ones? What do you mean bank ones?
Like a Ford.
Oh, look,
them kind of maneuvers.
I said the uncles were busting you.
Yeah, man, I did a little couple of patterns.
Oh, wow. You had it going on, boy.
You had to have a proper pattern to actually get something as a West Indian.
But we had a couple of little links what we was doing like that. And them thing was running. Then remember Sims coming. The whole history of things like moves, you understand? Just like now it might be this and that, or you understand?
Yeah.
Everything, man went through all the seasons with it, you understand? So the Sims come out, my man was licking the Sims, you understand? It was like watches and trying to do that and all the, you understand? Man went through the whole journey of all of that thing.
Down Chocadero and that.
Chocadero and rushing the shops and all the silver belts and all them things. You remember them things?
Come on, bro.
The silver belt. Man will know. Man will know. I'm talking about them silver belts with them tigers on it and all the different things you could have around there. Kind of, what was that element like? Man will know what I'm talking about anyway. Them belts there, they were all the rage. You get me?
What, was you good on the arcades?
Not so good. Fonty was good on them street fight. We had a place called Fair Play where we used to go in our ends, and everyone, that was like a little link up spot. Fair Play, you understand? In Archway, and there was one in Holloway.
Okay.
All the oldest hung out there, used to go there. But I wasn't really so good at arcades. In the home, Nintendo, NES, and Super Nintendo. Yeah, I'm the Dan for them. Mario Kart, I'm the Dan on that.
Oh, was you crazy on that?
What? All up to now, no one can't really chat.
What, did you play on N64 though? Did you get to that level?
No, N64 was too, that come after. By that time, I'm outside.
Okay.
Nintendo, the original NES. Yeah. And when Super Nintendo come out, them two there, bad. Especially Super Nintendo, when that come out in particular, Mario Kart and that, bad. I'm the Dan on that. Yeah,
he was crazy on that one.
Crazy.
There, yeah.
And all the little shortcuts and that.
Yeah, jump over and a fly over Ghost Valley and all them things.
What character was you using?
Depending who I'm playing. If I'm playing a hard person, I'll use Bowser and them top big boys, you get me? Because them man, they're slow, but if you can drive them good, by the time you pick up speed and you don't crash, you can't touch them man there.
Crazy.
You understand? And if it's a little idiot thing, Cooper and them man, they're light and it's zip. Toad, yeah, exactly. Yeah, man, it's good to bring back memories though, still, man.
Yeah, man, that's crazy still.
Man, when you play like someone like these times here now and they don't know about the skidding thing and you're moving mental with the skidding thing, like
just leaving, man. It's them the top buttons. You have to use them top buttons.
My daughter's got on the Nintendo Wii or whatnot.
Yeah.
One of them ones. So and I jump, you don't know about this skid there. And you go left to right now, it makes a little fire thing and that, they're on the wheels and that, But I'm thinking, we're still the same settings.
You got to time it with the shells. You got to time it with the shells, you get me?
Hold the green shell behind you.
All of that.
Yeah, so you can't get hit in it. So you can't get hit.
Except for the blue one.
You stop it up behind you, bruv. Yeah. Damn nickel-techers.
You know when you get that star as well, it's gonna just lick anyone that's ahead.
Yeah,
if you're first, it's crazy. Peeking that star hits you, man.
Them games there, bruv, there's a different element still, man.
But when you used to play games before violent games, those were all the games that man used to play before the violent games.
Yeah, Street Fight was the one, and
that was the introduction to it.
Streets of Rage, that was another one. What was cold in the days.
Axel used to go on crazy in that character Axel.
Yeah. and Golden Axe. Remember that one?
Golden Axe.
Golden
Yeah.
Axe, Shinobi.
Shinobi.
These, but again, I don't know.
Beast.
What? Alter Beast. Hey, that was one of my favourites, you know. What? Sega Master System and then Alter Beast.
Oh my days.
Oh,
Alter Beast.
that one there, I forgot about that Alter Beast.
That's when you can just turn into like a beast in it and that, yeah,
because
mental.
you were still young, your imagination was still a bit there. You was thinking that this could go on.
Alter Beast. No, you killed it. That one there, you killed it.
I played that on a PlayStation simulator.
Alter Beast.
Crazy that game is.
Yeah, Alter
That
Beast.
game's crazy still. Proper hard as well.
Yeah, no,
Proper hard.
whoever remember this, they're going to be in the element when they
Do
think
you
about
remember
certain
that game?
things.
It was called Kung Fu. It was in the arcades as well. Just a
Oh
Kung
yeah, you
Fu
walk
man.
along.
Yeah, you're just walking along. You
Yeah,
see a little flag.
chopping
walking
man.
along.
You're just walking along
Yeah,
in this.
Yeah, basic.
Yeah, all you can do is a flag.
Yeah,
You have
yeah.
to time it and walk.
Yeah,
but
I
used
know
to
that one there as well.
Tap,
Tap,
yeah.
yeah.
Thing out here.
How much was that to play?
No, just like I can't remember if it was a 10p or
10 or 20p probably,
something
innit?
to play it. Yeah, but I used to care. This was,
Yeah, I know
used
that
to
one
care
there.
about the
You're
little
walking
Kung
along.
Fu.
It's it's a shit proper Chinese. You remember the clickers? And
Yeah,
you could
yeah, yeah.
click up the thing.
From
Yeah,
the cooker,
but-
like the cooker thing.
Yeah, you could click up
and
the
you just-
credits.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and
you
that's
were
why I
saying
didn't
that,
know
you
how
were
much it
saying that.
cost.
Yeah,
because
but
I was
remember
clicking.
clicking
Yeah,
up.
I'm not gonna
Because
lie.
one day because back in our school we had one. You could foil up the coins in the Colt machine. You remember you used to have the Colt machine in school. We were ginners in that. Well, we had scams and the phone boxes. You could do that. You said they could ginners with the phone boxes. The world.
I remember just going straight savage, and just shaking down the thing till things fell
and
down.
chop out, yeah.
Like man was
Mad.
moving mental, like bending out your arm and that. What?
Yeah.
Just doing all of
You
them
could
type
do
of
things
just
them
to just
time
get away
there,
with
man.
it, boy.
You could do things.
Putting bare straws together and pushing it through the thing, pushing things down. Man, I was just
Yeah, you
doing it
could
all
do,
the
yeah,
long
you
way.
could do things them time there, man. It was free, man. That's to say life was more free. You understand? Not so much cameras every minute now. You can't even do nothing these days.
Yeah. So what, when you used to play out and that, what games you lot used to play?
I mean, the early days, man was playing runouts and them kind of things there. You understand? And hiding and runouts and some kind of bass kind of thing. I forgot how that one did go. And you have to get back to the bass. You understand? There was them kind of games. Kiss Chase, you understand? That's coming. And man was running around. There was a place.
You lot played that, yeah?
Yeah, but there was a place, what we call Peace Garden in our area, in the park. But there was a park, and then you had the Peace Garden, which was in the park, had a little water in it, you understand? But at night, you could jump. That part was locked. But at night, you could go into the park, but you can jump into the Peace Garden. You understand? The man used to run around there with a couple of girls and play Kiss Chase.
Yeah,
and
hella peace.
yeah, but that was the thing. Other than that, there weren't so much games man was really playing too tough. You understand? After that, man, it was more we go park and we chill out with music. 2020, you remember 2020?
Oh,
That
the drink,
yeah. Them days, it was now coming to 2020 days, you understand? You go and you buy your little 2020 $1.99 or something like that, and you just go and get
just
cake
before
up.
Alizé.
Yeah.
That was on the word.
That was
yeah.
the original.
Yeah, the original settings.
2020,
They had a little
strawberry
flavour with
2020,
it or
yeah.
something, yeah.
Actually, people remember 2020. You're going to be in the
Yeah.
comments like,
Because
oh.
it was kind of like a semi-big bottle.
Like, yeah, the bigger
you and the
one.
girl could
and, yeah,
face off with
yeah,
one
the
on
big
it.
one at that, and then you had the little one. It's still out there, you know. I've seen it the other day, 2020.
2020, yeah, managed to drink 2020 still.
Cherry B. 2020, there was Cherry B was the next little one more you used to drink. So yeah, it was that little time there where we used to just hang in the park and you understand, just chill out to dark. And then we had the phone boxes where we used to chill by the phone box, and that was our little area as well. So yeah, the playing out thing kind of that closed down. You get me? After skates days, really, they weren't. You understand, man's growing up now.
Like, you didn't even care anymore. It's out of here.
Yeah, it's just more girls than around the phone boxes. You understand?
Yeah, so he said, man, hang up the skates. What age did he hang up the skates?
I never really hang them up, because I still got on my skates up to now. You know, big of the people following me on Instagram, MC Bushkin. I'm still every now and again, if I go dry cleans, I just fling on my skates and skate down there. You know, but like, I suppose, man was still doing it, but not. You understand? What time? How
Imagine
old was
that
that
CC
about?
Bushkin skating with clothes.
Yeah, I'm still out there now.
thinking, mad.
Still out there.
They're
Still out
thinking,
there.
is that no way? Like,
Of course.
yeah,
I'm doing high
not
roads and all
This
them
him jumping
things.
on the curb. Yeah,
Well,
What
up
him
to
love.
now, like now. But yeah, I stopped playing hockey maybe after school, secondary school times. And I did go, I've stopped and then was going through that, not rude, but you know, that life kind of with the gal and smoking and all that kind of thing. There's a man
Okay.
pause all that, you understand? but I was like the captain of Islington. And I was high in hockey. I was really good at roller hockey. But what I was into making money. And hockey never had no future in the UK. You understand? It wasn't a sport that anything was ever going to come off. So while that hit my head, I started to say, cool. And we done one big tournament and we got bust up. I remember my dad come and we was getting smashed. Because we was good. We were at the top of our level. Okay. But then we went into a tournament with top things now, yeah, some different people, and my team, and I remember we were getting battered. My dad said, "Just beat up someone now." Yeah, and remember you can fight in hockey, innit? Okay. And I remember I clapped up some brother, and then
what? It's like ice hockey.
Yeah, it's a bit like, it's not like you can fight. They're not ice hockey more. They want you to fight almost.
Yeah. What type of fighting was you doing though?
What fighting? Like man, cuff them up and
you can't hit them with a stick.
No, you wouldn't really hit no one with a stick.
Why?
Man, it's fighting more time. You understand?
That's fighting.
Yeah, but I don't know.
But I'm. It's not even my fault. I've got already holding the stick.
Yeah, I mean that's just. Is
it like a golden rule?
So what you just used to just drop it down?
Yeah, that's because it's a fight, and like in ice hockey. If you watch ice hockey, which is where it come from, man drop their gloves and sticks and fight.
The man was following that. Yeah.
So it's a fight. You understand? Whereas I ain't really ever seen no one lash no one with a hockey stick. You understand? It's an unwritten rule, probably.
I see someone get clapped with a hockey stick by accident. Like, we was when we used to play in school, like you're not allowed to swing the stick or walk into the game.
Yeah.
So it was on a walk into the game and a man swung it and it hit a man behind. Mashed that. He's like, the
nickel one there for
clotted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was kind of the end of my hockey days. You understand? Kind of just faded out from that there. And then just real life took a thing. But then I did go back later in life.
Daniel Reeves, that was you.
Yeah?
No, Daniel Reeves.
Okay, that's who it was.
I got
bust out.
Yeah, I remember.
Nasty.
So.
That's mad, innit?
Nasty.
So what? When you was doing jungle, what? Who was mashing it up as well?
Jungle. My favourite was MC Shabba. Yeah, so hail up Shabba. Yeah. He was my Dan still. Yeah. But Hyper D was the best. R.I.P. Stevie Hyper D. He's considered like one of the best.
I keep hearing this.
MCs of all time. Like he's like one of the best to ever do it.
That's what I keep hearing.
He was just cold. Like to me, I preferred Shabba because Shabba had the vibe and Shabba had a kind of yardie side. He had a couple of the yardie lyrics mixed up in his thing. But Hyper was like, he was on point, like timing wise. It's a bit similar between me and Mo, because people say, Mo's better than Bush is better than Mo. But it's not it's who's necessarily better, it's your preference. Mo is more tighter. Mo's come from hip hop. His bars are tight, he's more he's got more metaphors and a bit more technical, you understand? Where my thing is, vibes, not necessarily gonna catch every beat and catch everything on time, but if it's vibes and energy and hype, you understand? That's my thing, you understand? There was a time when I was writing lyrics intricate, you understand? So I could have been like Raves, but I realised, you know what? To me, my personal opinion, in Raves, which where we was at, all them bars, they go over people's heads. Because people are there, they're getting drunk, they're there to dance up with gal and have time, a good time, you get me? So I said, you know what? I'm writing my thing like this, and I branched off and done more hosting and vibes style, you understand? So that's my thing, you get me? But in the long run, to me, that outlasts everything and everyone, you understand? Because it's vibes, you understand? And gal can relate to that where certain man's too techie, it's good outside of a rave, in your car or in studio, but in a rave, all them techie 32 and 64 and thing, no one ain't really pretty. It's not going to make man get hype. I'm going to come in and sing an 8 bar and it's going to lift up the place. You understand? But it's the same point being, Shabbo to me was vibey like that, and Hyper D was more pinpoint. But again, why people like Hyper had the hip hop style. He was a singer, could sing, and then he had the Kabashment style. So Hyper D was the big man. Prior to Hyper D, I got a big up man like 5-0, Ragga Twins, Navigator. Them man, they were cold. You understand? Navigator in particular, like he was cold. And then MC Det come out. MC Det was cold because he had the big voice, loud, like, you understand? Like who could I say, like, he was like a Flow Dan Now or
Rocky
Rico. And he had that big voice, commanding the raves. Them man were locking the thing down, Rocky in there on a Sunday, Cool FM, locking it. Fuck my DJ.
Yeah.
Too many bullying out the bed.
Yeah. They had the man them lots for a bit.
They had the vibe. Again, even the next man, they had the vibe. Them man were killing it. Who else? Times 2 was good. People them weren't so popular, but it was good to me. He said everything twice. Times 2. You understand? Yeah, they were the kind of main. There's probably a couple more I'm forgetting, but they were the main mans. There was 5-0 and Moose.
Yeah.
Moose as well. And them man, they were like the older man. They're like, remind me of a CKP in a way, where they got a couple bars, but they'll stop the rave. 5-0 stop the rave and talk. Even I've got some of them style there, and man would say, and some people in the jungle would chop loud 5-0.
Yeah.
But he'll stop the rave and command. Yo, we just come back from New York, you know,
Yeah.
You understand? He was different. He had a host kind of character. Not so many bars like that. And him and Moose were good like that. Dream Team, there was Dream Team, SL Ron, they were like the cold DJs. Mampy Swift, Andy C was cold. DJ Rap, she was cold and she looked kind of Chris them time there as well. Yeah, man, jungle was man's life them time there. Man was licking off to go jungle raves. That's what man was on.
Yeah, it was an expensive rave. You gotta get your clothes in check.
You got to pattern up and you got, you understand, them time, this is when
money
we was...
for your shams.
Yeah, so that's when we was doing the little F moves with the bank and, you understand, we're going out and we were live. We're young, because we're getting early through my dad. But we're coming, them time, it was like, man used to smoke hard them time there. And it's like, you understand, got to say, everyone, bring your own eighth, bring your own reason, bring your own to it. Don't ask me to palm your spliff. Every man to palm your own thing and do your thing. Because when man got in there, man are going to a rave. That's what I'm saying, different them time. Man was going to a rave. The music was gripping, man, the MCs, the gal. The man said, not even, son, I'm not even palming your spliff anymore. It's like, palm your own.
Yeah. It's mad.
It's mad. Man had to learn to build up by themselves.
Long, innit? Yeah, man, it's tapping your shot. You're standing there like some idiot.
All of that. Man said, forget that. Palm your own spliffs. Everyone learn to build up your own spliff in the race. A man are bumping you, but you said to build up your thing. And you light your thing. Bring your own lighter. Don't ask for nothing. When I'm in my zone, I don't want to hear nothing. Bring your own lighter. Bring your own whatever. You understand? And the man was just raving hard. That was the time there. Man was licking off in the week. You understand? Make your money, and then you go buy your garms, you buy your tickets, and then you're outside, man.
So what, them times there, what was your first moment when you knew this is going to be my career now?
My first moment, I think it was way before the jungle days. My older brother had a sound system, Gorgon International, and they brought me to they had a party in Fringy Park. I think it was Sarita's birthday party. So they might have been, I think they were 16, and they brought me and my cousin Fergie again. Just me and Fergie grew up like brothers, and we went to this party, and they were playing. And then they give me the mic, big up Vicious V, and they man give me the mic, and I chat a little lyrics. I had the lyrics that I was building up them time there, and I chat these lyrics, and the place bust up. But really true, because I'm a young boy. I'm like a 11, 12. You understand? So I'm just a little youth, and they're all 16 odd. You understand? So, but when I've touched that lyrics there, all the gal on to me, oh my gosh, and I said to my brother, oh, your brother's so cute, And from that, I got this. I was like, oh, okay.
This is me. You just knew.
I was wrapped from that point there.
For life,
I was like, okay, I like, because I'm a Gemini. I'm both. I'm like the hype and all that kind of thing. Anyway, you understand? So when I got that little taste, and the gal was on me, the gal was wrapping me up. Oh my gosh, I said, yo, that thing there, I'm on this, and then you understand? Just build up little piece. This is prior to secondary school.
Yeah, I'm saying, did that make school harder? Trying to learn, was you still academic?
I wasn't the most academic person. I'm more natural, common sense, clever. So in school, like I said, I was big energy, and I wasn't a bully, but I had that. If you didn't know, you might think I'm a bully, but I'm not necessarily a bully. You understand? I'm a principled person, so I don't like bullying in certain little things. You understand? So I'm going to stand up and I'm justice. I like justice. You understand? So I'm influential. I was very influential in school. So that's why they made me a prefect in school. That head teacher, big up Mr. Smith, he died as well, but he was smart because he could see this, and he could see it can go one or two ways. So he brought me in and made me prefect. So I go out before the pips and I control certain little things and make sure things in order, you get me? That, yes, and then after he made a few more people prefects as well, you get me? But it was a smart move because man had power, man had the influence, and man saying certain things to people and people are listening, you get me? So yeah, big up Mr. Smith for them things there as well.
Are you Rasta?
No, this is a man what might say fashion trend, but it ain't. You understand? I know the power of thing. I don't practice Rastafarian religion, but I'm a spiritual man. I don't eat meat and certain things. I don't partake it, but this is just me anyway. It's nothing to do with religion. I brought up in the church, really and truly, you understand, like a 7-day Adventist. That's what my parents and my grandma was. But again, as man get older, it's not really about any religions per se. Rastafarian is like, it's quite close to spirituality anyway. It's not too far off, you understand? But I ain't following any particular thing to say I'm this, that, or Buddha or Muslim or this.
Is there only got a locksman in your family?
Not really, you know. Who's locks in my family? Not really, no locks. But you know what? I'm a very individual person, you know. I'm a man. What my mind said, I just do what I'm doing. I'm different. You know, I've always been a different person, stand out in the crowd. So I ain't really following anyone per se. You know, I just do what makes me happy. That's my little secret.
Yeah.
You get me? Yeah.
Yeah, so you know Heartless Crew, like, obviously, I've seen you say that before Heartless Crew, there was no collectives doing the crew thing.
Yeah.
What, do you still stand on that?
100%. 100%.
You mean like in the UK or nowhere?
Like, definitely in our circuit in the UK, we was the first like crew, you understand, as in the Heartless Crew, but the first crew. There may have been others, you understand, like crews, but doing what we was doing, you understand, we was the first, you understand, and definitely in the like garage, because remember we was a crew in we was playing reggae and we was a sound system, you understand, so that was what we are, essentially a sound system. But when we started playing garage, you understand, in garage, where I'm saying it more specifically is in garage, we were the first crew in garage, and that spiraled on to make all the grime crews. So there might be other crews, you understand, who are crew, whatever they're doing, you understand, like Boogie Down Productions, or you understand, there might be other things like that, but in that little genre of garage, we were the first crew to start doing that, you understand? And then that spiraled on to make all these other grime crews. Before us doing that, there weren't no crews, and I still stand by that 100.
And who was the crews that you saw coming after you? Who was the next people that you saw? You're thinking, you're slightly trying to call yourself a crew as well.
To be fair, then times man was more arrogant. So like everybody was a crew. Then Marble Crew, Genius Crew, Soul Soldier Crew, Pay As You Go Crew, Nasty Crew. Everyone from London to Scotland was a crew. You understand? Like, Boy Better Know Crew, all these crews came after. You understand? None of them crews. And also what it is, remember, we was a sound system from like 92. So we've got flyers from them times there.
Yeah.
Which is Heartless Crew on the flyer. You understand? Was not these.
But you're saying that you actually called yourself crew. Because you know, bare people that got the name crew were like, it was the industry or the magazines and that attached that to their name.
Yeah.
And they just kept, you know what I mean, just to try to, them times that's who was controlling the narratives, them times, the little Rewind magazines and
Yeah, that's right. But they, I mean, I don't know.
But did you actually call yourselves Heartless Crew, not Heartless?
No, Heartless Crew was our name. I made that name myself, Heartless Crew. And we've got flyers from 92, 93, all the way up with Heartless Crew on it. Not Heartless Crew. Do you understand? Set to set. Then after that, you understand, all these other crews started to come out. Then maybe the magazines jumped on it, but they jumped on it after. You understand? Really and truly, us man set that trend, and all the man them follow suit. Which is, back then, we, like I said, we were more arrogant. So back then, we was like more faced with it. Like, oh, everyone's copying us, everyone's biting us. But really, as you get older, it's like, it's a compliment. Really and truly, you understand? Again, man's influential, you understand? That's what it is, you understand? I've said it on my Instagram the other day, man's an influencer long before they start saying influencers shit, you understand? Because man was just man had a way around, man, what man was doing things different. You know, man mixing up the feeler with one strap, one colour, and the next colour, and man just doing bare shit. What come to man's mind, what was just different. You know, even in school fun, it will tell you, you know, man's busting things and it's just working, you get me? But it's just man's character, and then people, yeah, it's just our trend set, you get me? Man, the
trendsetter.
Yeah.
Trendsetter.
That's yeah, man. Man had the cross in the back of the
I remember all them
man, they come with a different thing. Had the little one there, you understand? From the 60s, them the American man, them had that one there, but the cross, that was my own thought. And then, you understand, after I see people with the cross, you understand?
Yeah.
But yeah, it is what it is, you get me? It is what it is.
It is, yeah. I don't know about bare other people, but I struggle to think, did we start off as Slew Them or Slew Them Crew? Where did the crew get attached to it? Because in my mind, I just remember it's like, the magazines and that somehow, that was their way of blending people in. But we knew about like every other like crew. Like,
did you not know about Heartless Crew though?
No, we always knew about Heartless Crew. We definitely knew about Heartless Crew. Like,
so you don't think it was anything to do with Heartless Crew?
Like I said, I was. No.
Let's talk about that.
No. That was my point. Because I saw the same interview, and straight away, if you're someone who's got crew at the end of you straight away think, hold up a minute, but no one can deny we definitely raved to Heartless Crew. How I governed it was like, you know what, Bushkin's man's uncle, and it like. If that's he's right. I mean, no one can tell him nothing about whatever. But I'm just saying, like in our minds, like I couldn't say, did we start off as do them crew, or did it get? What one thing we can confirm is them man was before us, innit, and they was governing it. So
a lot, you know what is, even when I say it, I kind of could. It is a bit. It's gonna rustle feathers, you understand? Even when I said, you understand? It's gonna hit a nerve, you understand? Because everyone wants to be, you understand? Everyone, you understand, wants to be, well, men, you understand?
The only people that rustle, pride. Is people that think that they was first, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean? If you knew you were second or third, you know that's not your argument, you get me? It's all right, you can just be like,
and you know what kills it? The best collectors in Grime, like, have crew.
Yeah. But all of them, that I don't mix my words. You understand? That they all was influenced by a man. You understand?
100%.
That's
in some way, shape, or form. I
remember all of these man. Them before they were in Grime, they were all garage MCs. You understand? I remember I was MCing with them in garage anyway.
We're gonna have to talk about garage right now. Bushkin, I'm from South, bro. just let me just sleep at night, just knowing. What happened on the day Heartless Crew versus So Solid Crew, man? I need to know, bro.
Yeah, that was a good one, you know. Because again, this is early days. This is before the Page You Go clash, you understand? Big up Mega Man, big up the Soul Solid team. Because again, I know sometimes they carry feeling the way sometimes I say things is a bit spicy, you understand? Because that's just my character anyway, you understand? But that one there, we was on Freak FM, they were on the Light FM, and they put on a rave with the Freak FM management, which was like Freak V, Delight, Soul Solid versus Heartless Crew, and a couple other little things. You know, but we was not booked for it. You understand? And we was already playing at the night, and we said, all right, you know, we're gonna go there and collect some peas, you know, because they're just advertising us on a mad thing. And when we've gone there, bearing in mind it's in North London, it's in Camden Palace, this is our back door. You understand? So we've gone there, you understand? And on top of this, we're all with our girls as well, just to set the context. We've all come out, you know, and we went raving with our girls, because sometimes we go out with our girl, and there's a group of us, and you know, it's fun. So we've all come to Camden Palace, boom, we come to collect the little wages, rare. But we say, all right, we're going to go in and have a little pre and see what's going on anyway. We've gone in, and we've slipped in. We've gone right upstairs. If people remember Camden Palace, you had the balconies upstairs. So we've gone upstairs, and we're watching the event. You understand? And Soul are on at the time there, and they're firing one or two little indirects. You understand? But then it's like we watch, and again, I always you understand? Mega Man. You release the video so people can see. Let it go viral.
What, he voted the video?
There's a video of it. There's a video of this tape, VHS.
I cannot believe it.
There's a video of this, and you see it. as I'm speaking, you see it crystal clear. So someone, remember, all the
Well,
souls
you've
are
seen
on
it.
stage. We had the video ourselves, but it's like we lost the video. I don't know if someone teeth it or what. It's the strangest thing that happened. But we all watched the video, and then the video
Then it went
disappeared.
Well, how long did the clash go on for?
Not long at all. 'Cause it was just a pandemonium thing. Like, so anyway, we're upstairs, we're watching Soulful. They're all on the line on the stage, and it's like they get word that we're in the rave, and you see it's like a Chinese on the stage. They're like,
Okay.
You understand? But it's like, obviously we can't see, but we've watched the video, so we're speculating like, wow, there's some saying, well, Heartless Crew's in their Heartless. You understand? So, and you start seeing them looking around to see where we are, because you understand, the words travelled up on the stage, and they're all like, what
And this rave flying up that it's a versus thing.
Is it? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You understand? So they're now looking like, wow, where are these man? You understand? So we can't understand the word, but we've watched it on video. Mega Man, please let that
But
video
these men
go.
are capping when they say that, like, they didn't know it was a clash. Like, you ran up on and they didn't know what was going on and that.
Nothing didn't go like that. They knew, they got word, and we were there. The only thing I can say is get this video out, Mega. You understand? Anyway, so the word goes, and they start looking around like, where are these man? You understand? Bearing in mind, this time, because it's in North London, everyone's coming up to us like, whoa. Hey, you gonna crash them, man. They're gone down there, man. They're you can't let them come North London where, you understand? So where it's getting bare heckling. You understand? Which I say, boy, we're never really coming for that today, you know, we're easy, you know. And then anyway, it's got on top, like where they're saying a couple of little things and crowd is on us like, whoa. So big up Longers and Fonte, they say, all right, we're gonna go to the car. We didn't even bring the records in. They went back out to the car and got the records and come in. Yeah. And then we all done our little ball through, you understand, ball through the crowd, and we went onto the stage, you get me? And when we got onto the stage, soon
we was going there for war.
It's war, but when we got on there, it kicked off on the stage. One fight kicked off, you understand?
Oh, swear down.
Straight away, the fight kicked off. With Soulful and the Mega and them lot. And again, I've heard Mega Man say that they were punching up some people, but it wasn't us. It was nothing to do with us.
It's nothing to do with you lot.
The fight just kicked off.
Okay.
But it's tense. It is mad and it's mad tense. But we've got on the system. We're all like, cool. Us, man, you understand? Like, we've got our little strategy, how we operate, you understand? So we're all cool, it's nothing to do with us. Fights kicked off, and then that's this burst, you get me? We've gone onto the decks. Fonte's pushed his way around, because remember, it's ram. You understand? Fonte's got on decks. We put on, I think he put on Dangerous first. Anytime we come. Then I think that's what he put on, and it's lift up. You understand? And then I give them the EMCs Alive.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Away,
you gave them
lift
that?
up. That's my first thing.
Oh my
lift
God!
Up. The
You must have
lift
got
I think
them.
that's one of the greatest.
Lift up.
That is one of the most legendary
Oh,
one.
You understand?
what
Lift
can you
up.
say to that?
Lift up. The place gone mad. And bear in mind, it's in North London, so that's the maddest thing.
Oh.
You understand? So it's gone mad.
turf.
Then Mo, I think Mo ran the lyrics on Nucino and kind of done the little.
Oh, so he was clashing So Solid.
So solid.
What, was Nucino there though?
Yeah, it was Nucci.
Was Nucino there?
He was there. You understand? I'm sure it was Neutrino. He double check with him again, because everything I'm saying, it has to double check. But I'm sure it was Neutrino. You understand?
What was Mo's lyrics for him?
I can't remember. I just remember Mo kind of rub his head, and like, I think Mo even wanted to pretend like he was going to give him the mic. And
Who was MCing on Soul Solid Crew side that you remember?
Harvey was there.
Harvey was there.
Romeo was there, I'm sure, and Neutrino.
But Romeo was there and Neutrino.
Remember, they're not necessarily. You know what it is when they're putting us down for a clash, especially in them times there. It's like, this is what we came from, you understand, clashing, you understand, so we're into that, you understand, so although we're not a clash sound, like we're a gal sound, but we've got, remember we had dubs from early, remember we was always playing dubs in garage and all that kind of shit from early, before people were doing that. Our intro, we had Bashment intro, what we were playing, and just playing the intro, then we play a garage tune, you understand, but it was Bashment dubs we had, you understand, Sweet Yari dubs and all these things, you understand, so when them man are not really up for clashing. And even nowadays, the same thing with the other things, that man are not really up for clashing because they don't really understand it. You understand? We understand it like a sport. So it's fun, you understand? We're going, all right, you want to clash? Cool. You understand?
Who did you see clashing first?
I used to listen to bare sound tapes, like Kilimanjaro, you understand? Metro Media, Stone Love, you understand? The next one I used to listen to, there was King Addies, you understand? They were hot. when Matt was in Silverhawk.
Yeah.
You understand? These sounds, man. I used to listen to bare sound tapes and in school.
Black Cat.
Exactly.
Black Cat, yeah.
We used to bring in tapes in school and exchange the tapes, you understand, and sound tapes clashing. You understand? So that was our thing, normal. And then you understand, Ninja Man, Stage Show, we're watching Stage Show. Tiger was one of my favourites, you understand? Tiger was hype. Tiger was jumping up and down from early, like hype.
Ninja Man, he shot flower gun in the foot.
Yeah.
At Sunsplash.
Super
From that,
Cat.
it was,
Swear down.
Bad man, yeah.
Super Cat was bad.
Super Cat, bad man again, you understand? Junior Cat. Lyrics. Them man said, that's the thing when man grow, foundation. You understand? So when man have grown up to the clash there, it's like, okay, cool. We already know these man are not really ready for it in that capacity. Don't get me wrong, and now I'll give them their flowers because what they've done is great for the UK and whatever else. But clash-wise, they weren't really ready for that because they weren't a clashing sound. They were more garage sound. They had their little lives. And even then, in all fairness, we didn't. The respect wasn't as mutual as it is now. You understand? Like I said, we was a bit more arrogant. We're on our game. Like to us, like we are the best. You're not all that to us. You understand? Like really and truly, you understand? You man have catted our style. You understand? That's how we're looking at it.
You felt.
But yeah, but to be fair, we was a bit more arrogant. Most of the people who come after us, we thought catted our style. You understand? And in fairness, in a way they did, but we just looked at it in a negative way. You understand? Rather than look at it in a positive way. You understand, man? There's always two ways you could look at it. Like Major Ace, rest in peace, Major Ace. You understand? Again, Major was catting man's style. But really and truly, it's like, as a big man now, you look at it differently, you understand? But them time there, it's not the, you're not really having it.
Cool
You
swagger
understand?
jacking and all that. Like,
a man was more boisterous. You understand? We're young boys, you understand? And I would more that energy out of us. You understand? Like I said, I've been around, you understand, the man them. So I'm never been rude boy business, you understand? But I've been in and around it. You understand? I'm not the main man of that shit, you get me? But it's just the lifestyle.
Yeah, it still has to go down a certain way.
Yeah, of course.
To go back to.
So
yeah.
It is that. So yeah, that was the little clash. But Mega, release the video, buddy. Holding it captive, man. Yeah, me like free it up.
Yeah, no, real talk, Mega Man. Like, if you're watching this,
please,
I released the video, bro.
Come on, let people see it's done now.
What are we doing there? Just release the video, bro.
Yeah, the man that put that one in the vote.
Come on, that's got voted
off.
He
voted that, triple lock that, and made sure that he don't ever want that to see the sunlight, bro. But it's a good
clash, though.
Yeah, and it's short. It's short because it just goes wild. It's just going crazy.
What, like big responses and that?
Lift up.
Are they getting big responses to
I
their
don't think they
things as
even
well?
went on the mic after. Remember, they were playing all the time before. Then we've come on and just shut it down. Yeah.
Yeah, quick and fast.
And fast. Quickly.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, Bushkin, yeah. I heard you say, like, you didn't really like people like catting you lot's style. So it's good that you actually had that mentality because Heartless Crew versus Pay As You Go would never have happened.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't happen if you understand. If I was probably how I am now, then it wouldn't happen. You understand? Because again, man, much more relaxed and man look at things more objectively.
The driving force behind that clash there was that you felt like Major Ace was.
Made was biting man's thing neatly.
Yeah.
He was biting it.
What did you have? Did you like have a clash before that?
Yeah, we had a clash in Rumble. Big up Nicky Slim Ting.
Maxwell was telling us. Maxwell was telling us.
Yeah, we had a clash there first. You understand? The man, we buried them there. You understand? We had a couple clashes, but they just weren't as publicised. You understand? We had the Rumble in Club Space. And Slim Ting will tell you about that. So again, it's not. I don't even need to gas it up. You understand? There. Then we had. Bearing in mind, before this, I've called Major to a side. Funny, he was there as my witness. And I've said to Major, yo, brother, allow all this biting thing. You understand? I'm like, no, cool, but
was he trying to say? Was he acknowledging the biting?
Yeah, and he was like, cool. No, brother, man, respect. You understand? You understand? But he didn't.
What are you basically saying? Stop saying what lyric? What lyric was you saying was mad?
I had I think all that, the Bacardi Breeze or something, and he had something similar. I think he had the same style where I was saying, like the repeating lyrics. I can't remember exactly what one, but he had a good few. Weren't even just one or two. He had a good few.
He was mocking it, trying to do the back-to-back thing when I'm not there.
Yeah, and then clapping the lyrics blatantly, you understand? And I called him, I said, brother, not called him up, face to face, that pulled him up and said, brother, allow all that, man. And said, nah, Bush, cool.
Shaman, you there, yeah?
So what?
Yeah, and then he still continued, you understand? So then we had the clash in Rumble. Then we had a clash in what's my man's?
Someone's coming to you.
It was it Nick? It might have been Slim Thing's birthday bash.
Someone's coming to the gate.
Yeah. No, man, that's how I do it.
Shaman.
No, man. We had another one, I
Shaman.
think even Slim Thing's birthday bash in his house, and big up Double O East Connection. He come and got me from North London, and I said, brother, you're bringing me to a trap, you understand? Because them time there, it was little feud now, you understand? And I said, you're bringing me to a little trap, and I went and got a little stick, and I said, all right, if you're coming to get me, then cool, you understand?
Yeah.
And he took me to the house party, and it was Major Ace and Precious, and they tried to barrage me, you understand?
Oh, swear down.
Precious MC,
Precious
Perry
MC,
Elliott.
yeah.
Oh, every single time when you were MCing, they started MCing afterwards. One of them ones.
Yeah, like it's a
He
little
was out
clash
there
in the
MC
yard.
still.
Yeah, slip on there. You understand? Them two tried to pepper me, and I was holding my own. But remember, I'm in East in a house party, so as much as man are rating me, you understand? It's like they're not giving me the full response. You
Yeah, and they
understand?
got their little fans.
And they've
there,
got their little fans. So that was a next little thing, you understand? And then we had a clash in Temple in Tottenham. You understand? This was like more up to the times, and that we shut them down that time. Page,
Okay,
and we
that's why you said
yeah.
that Major Ace in that temple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. That time that we buried, that
yeah.
one was crystal clear, like you understand, but it just wasn't documented. You understand?
Yeah.
And then after that, you get the big clash. And this is building up for a little while. There's a little feud, and man don't really, you understand, like them. You understand? And then the big clash in Destinies. You understand? Again, people can listen back to it.
Destinies, you know.
Where was that?
Watford. Remember Destinies?
Yeah,
Watford.
I think
yeah,
Maxwell
come
was
on.
saying, Watford, that's where it happened.
Yeah, big up Maxwell as
Seriously.
well. You understand? Maxwell's got a different slant on it slightly.
So what? You see on that day, like, what was it like?
After the clash or during?
Yeah, like during the clash, like, what was it like on stage? Was it like mad tense?
It was tense, yeah, it was tense. Because remember, I was up there by myself for a good little while with God's gift and all the. And,
was that before Mighty Mo wasn't
Mighty
there?
Mo and Funky didn't even get into the rave yet.
Oh, swear
Yeah,
down,
no.
you just went up one man up.
I went up on the stage.
Yeah,
because
you were proper on this
I was
thing.
more hot-headed then. That's what I'm saying. Them time I was more
Not even waiting.
feisty.
He was-
I didn't
I
know
wasn't
that.
waiting
Maxwell
for them
didn't
man
say
there.
that.
Yeah, Maxwell ain't gonna say.
Oh, my
Maxwell's
days.
got his own way of it. And maybe in fairness, maybe he didn't know that they weren't in the rave yet. You understand? But I got into the rave by myself first because I channels it in and got in outside was a madness and was like bare pushing and whatever. But I've kind of more true, yes, and I've got in, and then they've locked off the doors. You understand? So them that are still outside.
I don't know what's going on for that. You got to put,
Yeah, man, there's more to you know the headspace sometimes. There's that man, there's more militant man more to. So when I'm in there, they're not clocking that I'm in there. 'Cause I'm in there one up. So they're not clocking. So they're saying, boy, where's the next song? If they don't, all right, we're gonna take their money, you know, and they're saying it.
What they're talking.
That's what
out
they're
there.
talking.
But listen, before they like done that, would you have still went up on stage to clash them or no?
Well, no, I'm only doing that because that's what they're saying. They're chatting to me.
Oh, okay,
Obviously,
okay.
I wouldn't say it in this way now, but then I'm like, you man are chatting bare shit. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm running
yeah.
up on the stage because you man are chatting. You understand? And there was chatting. You can listen to that today. The good thing with this one is documented.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
everything
yeah.
I'm
How you was
saying
moving,
is there. It's on tape. And if you listen to their set beforehand, you're gonna hear them firing shots. Boy, who's the next crew? Boy, I don't know about them crew there. Well, we're the only crew. Boy, if they don't come to, we're gonna yam their food. Where there? Yeah, so they're saying little ones and twos. It might not be in that exact words what I'm saying it, but they're definitely saying it throughout their set. So now I'm hearing these things. I'm saying, what are you, man? You got what are you?
They say everything is for us.
You understand? So like, oh, okay, what is this? What you man really think? Like, again, we think we're the best. I think I'm the best.
So any talks is for us, yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying, okay, cool. But they're directly talking to man. They're taunting man directly. They just didn't know. But again, just like in any scenario, in real life, now, today, the element of surprise. You understand? I've sprung up on the stage, like, what? They're pushing.
Yeah, dark.
They're shocked
Dark
now.
and corrupt.
They're shocked. And you even hear me say, that the man so shocked, man, give me the mic. And that's
What? Wait. you know when you say like he gave you the mic, how did he like give you the mic? Like,
Exactly how would you give someone the mic?
what? So wait, so what? So you just came out now?
I just jumped on
and
the stage.
and he just like turned man, looked at you and just gave you the mic.
Mate, well, I'm obviously asking for the mic and he gave it to me. You understand? It's not like I didn't put it out of his hand or nothing like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's how shocked he was. That's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
But it's an element of surprise.
so who gave you the mic?
Maxwell.
Oh, so Maxwell gave you the mic. Okay,
Maxwell.
okay.
But also, to put a bit of context in this as well, yeah, me and Maxwell go back. Maxwell's my brethren, like, you understand? Me and Maxwell, we was doing bits on the road before music. Me and Maxwell are friends.
Yeah.
Before Page You Go, we're actually friends and we were doing bits and bobs and whatever. Maxwell, you understand? Maxwell's one of the people I can say, like, from them areas. I'm from North, he's from East. But his name was calling, like, he was about, you understand? He was on things, you understand?
He was doing his thing, had a name out there.
He had a name out there,
Yeah.
you understand? Maxwell was doing things, and you understand? We linked Maxwell and we were doing bits and bobs with Maxwell outside of music, you understand? So I can vouch for Maxwell and say, yo, you understand? Maxwell was on stuff. It just so happened now. Even when remember, and I don't think it's on any documentaries like this, yeah? Like when Maxwell went inside, Maxwell come out, and Maxwell was linking us, man, and we was bringing Maxwell to Raves and whatever. But it's not like any bringing thing or a beg or nothing like that. Because Maxwell, I can say, Maxwell's man's brethren.
Yeah.
You understand? So you've learned out. You understand? Maxwell, yo, walk on where we've got our work up. You understand, so to speak, you understand? And Maxwell's coming out with us, he's touching the mic and whatever, but it's not a bringing or a boy thing, that, because Maxwell's man's brethren, you understand? And Maxwell, he's of a level, you get me? So man's coming out, well, this is all prior to the Pay As You Go beef. People probably don't know this, you understand? We're doing our little
he
bits.
just fucked up from that.
Yeah, it's and I would always give Maxwell his flowers, because like I'm saying, he was most of these men out there, they're more music, you understand? But he was also on the roads, you understand? A lot of these men, like, not pretend, but they say roads, but you understand? But they're not necessarily roads. But I can say he was on the road, and his thing bust long before most of them. Like, remember them time there, Maxwell was the big boy in Pay As You Go, you know? Like, he was the main man in Pay As You Go. Like,
he had the big tunes and everything.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. Obviously, Wiley's the main one who's got the accolade now, but Maxwell was the leader of Pay As You Go. You understand? Like, remember, it's Maxwell who's more defending the thing as well on the thing. God's gift said his little piece as well, but Maxwell was the muscle really.
Yeah. He was feeling the most offended.
It's mad. Cause so what? So when you like rebutted what God's gift said, was that freestyling or did you have that like written down already?
I think it was
they got no
freestyle. Cause even when you hear it, it's coming off kind of like it's freestyle, isn't it? So it's not exact. Basically, it's not exact. It kind of, because when I listen back to it now, I'm like, oh, but.
No, because you remixed their flow straight away.
You rebutted what he said, innit?
Yeah.
So the way you've done it and that, it was just so perfect, you get me?
Yeah, and then catch him off. Yeah, nowhere. Catch him off guard.
It was crazy.
Yeah, but adrenaline, hype, all these things, you can't really write it or fabricate it. It's just in the moment, in the moment, you understand? You get strength of a bear in certain situations. Some people you might not be able to be up on a normal one. In the moment, then this your gal or then this your mum, you're gonna beat them up now, because the energy is a different energy. You get the energy of a bear.
As an MC, but bare people, they'll have like chest for their written lyrics, but to have the chest to do a freestyle there off the back, man, you got to have chest to know that you've even got. Have I even got even a 4 bar of this or whatever? Like, but you just feeling like, nah, man.
Man, you know what? It's again, man's young, man's confident. You understand? Man's in the vibe. You know, when you're in the vortex, when you're in the right energy, when you're in yourself, that power's there. Is powers. We've all gone through it, but you slip in and out. But there's times when you're in yourself and no one can't chat you. When you're in the zone, no one can't chat you. That's the understand, and everyone will go through it. It just depends if you was in the zone that day. You understand? Like I'm saying, you
didn't care about none of them. There's 5 MCs there.
I did not
let's
care.
have it right. They all think they're guys. You say you was ready to clash all of them on your one.
Yeah, but we're black men, so we think we're the best anyway, and we are. You understand?
Yeah.
So really, I'm not taking no chat. You understand? Like I ain't taking no check at all. Why I wouldn't have got up in the first place. You understand? But I'm saying to myself, you man can't do this. That's what came from my man. You man can't do this. Are you crazy?
Yeah,
Like,
if you do this, I've
You're
lost.
talking crazy on the mic.
I'm not, you understand? But again, everyone's in their element, you understand? Remember, when you're young, you got a confidence. You don't, as you get a bit older, you realize you can die. Something can go wrong. But this time there.
But have you ever died as Heartless Crew? Have you ever?
No, to be fair, you understand, we've had, you understand, we've just been blessed, you understand?
Yeah, so you're saying the Heartless Crew are undefeated?
We're undefeated to date, you understand? We're nice. God is good, you understand? And remember, we don't pride ourselves on clashing.
Have you ever been booed?
Yeah, we have been booed before, you understand? In the early days, we definitely had one or two hecklings and whatever.
What do you think the reason was?
Just not playing right, you understand?
Yeah.
You understand?
Any buckle flingings?
Yeah, we had the bottle flinging in them early sound days.
Them boos are mad. Oh my God, I can't believe them frying
You know
bottles.
what it was? More time, them time how you get a booing and a bottle flinging is house parties, and the thing will chip out. The sound system will chip out. And when the sound system chip out, it's quiet. And then whoever's bossy in the rave, boy, this is shit. Hey, you man, go on. Sound system chip out. The sound done.
Crazy thing. You're just hearing Stone Cold Steve Austin entrance.
Black. Remember, it's pitch black, so you don't even know. But it's just, and then once one man start heckling and get the crowd on his side,
This is the rave now.
Yeah. And to the sound, you're under pressure. Them you sweat because
there's nothing to do with you. The sound
it's a sound chip out. But you have to find where the amp's too hot, the amp needs to cool down or something like that.
The person who's the main guy has left the vicinity. That he's mad.
And you got the pressure, you're sweating, and if it take too long, bottle will fling, and you understand.
Not the engineer them times. Random the engineers.
That's them things there. Mad. That's them kind of days there. So yeah, man, we definitely went through all them things there. But that is what makes you good. That's what makes you much more better. If you ain't gone through
and people need to know that the people are not throwing the bottle like these football fans, like a full pace to but it's just a bottle.
It's just to make you know,
it's a disrespect. Like, it's not them that man are trying to lace out your face.
Exactly. It's
not that type of bottle flinging. It's a booings and
just to make you know, say, yo, the thing is popped down right now.
I'm not hearing bottles smashing. It's not that.
It's not. It's just come on, your thing's fix up, man. It's that kind of.
It's still bants. Like I'm just making you know that like, it's still bants.
You got out of the boo before though. You know when you're like they're booing you and then afterwards you're getting chairs afterwards.
Yeah, I mean them early days that you get a little boom
when the sound comes back on. Was it a rhythm jack?
Booing them time there. It's easier to get a booing, you know, because man was less tolerant of rubbish. The quality was much higher them time there. You had to have a good quality of things. Nowadays the quality levels is low. You understand? Anyone can get away with anything nowadays. Anyone's just doing anything. You understand? That's what my personal opinion. You understand? Them time the quality was higher. You understand? A man was less acceptant. Now, you see, back in them days, you understand? Like, for example, like I'm a man. I've always been a garments man. You understand? And them time that you didn't like if you want to be around. You understand? You have to come quicker. You can't. Your trainers can't be beat down. Cause man ain't gonna accept it. Man ain't gonna gun you all day. So you wouldn't even really hang around with us if you ain't looking up to speed. You understand? Like you couldn't get away with them plimsolls and things like that. What man are wearing now and getting away with it. Them times you couldn't.
Still on the block on some rude team.
You can't get away with them kind of plimsolls. There was levels. There was a level to everything.
Kind of wing off the road.
Nowadays, anyone can get away with anything. Nowadays, it's like. You understand? That's not the era that I've come from, though. You get me? It's not like.
But that's what I was saying. Like I said, like when I have the artists is that I noticed, like I see you're a man that still pride yourself on like 90s wear, like you know what I mean. You know, so pants for you have room and certain things still up to stay when in the time and era of cuffed.
It's standard. Everything's standard, and like it's gone from the tight to the baggy, nice way, but. I don't really jump with what they do, because right now the fashion to me looks well shaky. Yeah. But again, it's one and one now. You can't really say nothing too hard again. That's how wild it's got. Them time that
that's mad.
You know, before, like I keep on saying back, it was more free. As black people,
you say you're still holding on to bare old fits.
I've got all
you're hoarding all of the old the badness.
What, you got your back in the days machinos and everything that you still got them?
It hurts to throw it away.
Oh my
Not even that. I can't say I've got all of them, but the more I've got,
crazy things.
My classics,
stupid.
my legends.
Stupid to the day. No one can't chat to me. There's man who's spend buying stuff nowadays.
Let's
like,
do God.
you know, I'm talking about, I bought my stuff then time there, and all the stuff I'm buying was unique. The man used to say to me,
character you out of it.
Bush, we had this guy, they were the Hommins, West End, and he used to say, Bush, bring me £1,000. I've got something for you. And I'll go up there, and the man, I've got the machine of 3 pieces. I've got I've got stupid suits. Now, the Versace, the things in the back, all the different patterns. Iceberg, even I big up Trapstar. I done a shoot for Trapstar, yeah, and I bring my iceberg. And the man was even a bit upset. If it's lie, I'm telling you, you have to come back and correct me. Yeah, he wanted to buy all my iceberg collection. Yeah, and this is just one name, but
crazy
iceberg.
thing.
Yeah, jackets, drop jackets, leather, all them thing. The iceberg. Yeah, and the man said, at the end of the shoot, man, what you saying? I said, nah, brother, man, yes, I'm good. Yes, and the man tried to.
I know a company that specialises in that. They're onto all of them things there still.
Boy, I ain't selling them. But I've got the leather Versace suit, 2-piece, short sets, belts. Everything, like
you weren't playing no games.
None.
Bushkin was a man that weren't ramping.
Yeah. And on the mic as well. The aura must have been just
that man was on top of the world.
I mean, Bushkin, DWE. He's a man that's not ramping.
Yeah,
he's got swag.
For certain man, they don't play no games,
and he represents the era.
Well. Up to now, yeah, man.
Like, you know what I mean?
Connect, it's in Connect. But yeah, man, I had all them. I kept it. You understand? 3/4 length jacket, customer jack.
Yeah, proper things.
What? All of that, brother. All of them things that boots, Versace, Patrick Cox, Moschino shoes, Iceberg shoes, Gucci shoes.
Yeah, you wasn't playing no games.
All
What do you
them.
think you was the trendsetter of people wearing Moschino in this country?
I wouldn't necessarily like. There was man who was like prior to me, the bigger boys that big up the Stokey man, them name brand Keith. And them man there set levels. My cousin Devi D, you understand?
Name brand Keith.
Them man there had Garm Ali, you understand? Them man there, they were the big boys for me still, you know. And them man there had Garm, they were $1 million man as well, you understand? Them man there had Garms. But the only thing is, I'm on stage, so my thing kind of bust out a little bit further, so I could say it influenced people differently. But I won't directly say I'm the top man for that. I'm definitely
I was influenced, but I was influencing.
But I was
influencing.
Man who influenced me as well, you get me? I remember we were licking off shops them time there and whatever, you understand? So I was in and around it. It's the only thing my thing popped off differently as an MC, you understand? So, you understand? And then where we was licking the ground before, we was making money, so I could now go and buy things. When you're licking off.
First proper lick you can remember.
Ooh. We was doing Selfridges with our little thing, you know, and then we done the big thing in Selfridges, you understand? Who knows, but yeah, Selfridges is the one
that
is the map, yeah.
So after that,
that's
it was up. One for every day of the week. It's not a regulation anymore. We up now.
We're nice, and then after that, man started to make money as well, and man was buying a gun. That's what I'm saying, man, going to West End and buying, we're spending stupid money buying suits.
Booking fees.
What?
Was it booking fees them times?
Yeah, booking. We was making our money bookings, you understand? Man was still doing a bit of on the roads as well. You understand? There was a little transition period. You understand? So man was nice.
I just remember Heartless Crew being nice. Like, you know what I mean? All them big rave, anything to do with, I think you knew the rave is proper because Heartless is there.
Yeah.
Just on the strength of that, people were rolling that. No one's even questioning the things. Like,
nice.
Like they were like the yellow M's, McDonald's, when you just don't question it.
Yeah, you know what you're gonna get. Yeah, but it was nice. It was making money buying cars stupid. But again, I kept a lot of it. So as much money that I spent then, you understand, I can look back and say, well, I've got the things and it's worth money because couple people have asked me to buy them, but I ain't selling them, you get me? Because they're sentimental to me and they're one away pieces what no one ain't got, you get me? Like, remember, I'm buying things. Man will let us in the back. Like, this is the shop. Man make us go in the back and put the closed thing on the front of the shop. And it's just us, man, in there shopping because they know we're spending grands.
That what inspired with that?
Inspired. Yeah, that's it. Exactly. That. And that's how man go to the shop. You understand? We pick up bare things and put it aside. You understand? And then man will calculate.
Yeah, calculate
up the thing. And with this, yeah, so what?
The man ain't even checking sizes. Man, it's just
God,
it's too mad to be checking sizes.
All of that, bro. Man, go in the back. He used to let me go into the back. So the things ain't even bust off to go into the shop on shop front, yeah? Man, looking for all of them things, the Missouri jeans, Paul Smiths. Oh, brother.
Big spending.
Stupid, like almost. It makes me sick in a way how much money we spent, but like I said, the only thing I can say, I've got I've kept above me a third of the garms, so I know that third there is worth money. Yeah.
So out of like, if say you was in a fire, house fire, and you could take one outfit out of all the outfits, what one you taking? What's your?
Ooh, that's the one. That's the one. Probably one of the best questions I've been asked in my life. Boy, I got a velvet red and black Romeo and Juliet Moschino suit. That one there's shabby, but then I've got a one I wore to the Membarz, which is colder than cold. Black 2-piece Moschino, but it's got bare post-it notes all over it, and it's got post-it, like post-it notes. It's got them sold in it, but it's all girls. Call me later, miss you babes, love you, lipsticks. Yeah. Cold, like all over it, like everywhere.
What year, blazer.
What
year, Membarz?
Probably, I don't know, between 2000 and 2002.
Was that Super Glue times?
In that, yeah, Super Glue, yeah. We got nominated, us and big up More Fire Crew, because we was nominated and Mystique won it. It was that year Mystique won the Mobile, and it was foolishness because we got the biggest chair, More Fire got the second biggest chair, and Mystique, no one really, it was that best garage single or something like that, and they won with Y, I think, and everyone was like, what? But again, them things is who's paying the most money, and when we weren't paying no money, you understand? So it's just one of them.
So just vibes to be there and be up
there.
Yeah, I bust the suit on them, like
what?
I know about them ones, yeah.
Man is there, it's
feeling
living.
Like I was dripping the most. Like,
living.
He must have been fuming. You know, when you're just thinking that your name's going to be said, and then it just doesn't
everyone
be said, and everyone thought it was going to win as well.
Yeah.
Crazy thing.
Yeah, it's one. It's a lot of them things is fixer. You understand? And as bad as it is, we would never so much about the accolade. Our team was about the people, that's what's maintained us there. We're about the love of the people and whatever.
The Heartless Crew is the people. So.
Yeah, them medals and them things there. Yeah, it's good to get them once in a while, but if it don't really mean nothing, you understand? You understand? Where our team was ingrained in the people, them, you get me? Like, we got the love of the people.
Yeah, man, so what? It's so crazy that the other day I was just kicking back and I was looking at the boxing. Saudi, you get me? You went over there. What was that like, man?
Oh yeah, that was a moment still, man. I went viral. Yes, I ain't really gone viral.
Tell them why. Tell them why. Went
viral. Again, it's good I get a chance to explain it, because like I jumped up in the press conference and chatted my Super Glue lyrics, and Anthony Joshua held man up and give man a thing. But to put it into context, first, in fact, when I had like right near the front row seats to watch the fight. I went out there and me and my friend went out there, so it was right up close to watch the fight. And then at the end of the fight, where Anthony just was getting rushed by everyone, you understand? He's seen, man, and I was just cool. I'm holding my own, you understand? And he said, "Bushie, whoa!" Because it's a face probably that he knows, a familiar face, where everyone just on him,
we got Anthony Joshua,
to big up Anthony Joshua, man. You understand?
I like him.
Yeah, hail him up. And he said, "Bushie, walk on." Well, and he showed me so much love, but from that, people said, well, who's this brother? You understand, in a way. Yeah. Plus, I had one mad suit on as well, you get me? So people like, wow. And he said, Bush, you come now. Whoa. We're going to the press conference and whatever. You understand? So them time when me and my brother slipped through and we're with his entourage now, we've gone through. So yeah, we're going to we took all the pictures and shit like that when we went to the press conference. So I'm in there. And it's quiet and everything's quiet, and I'm thinking like, well, I actually want to ask him a serious question. I had a serious question to ask him. And I got up to ask a question, and then big up Derek Chisora, the war god, you understand? You know him.
Yeah, big up Derek Chisora, man. He don't know how you gonna bang though, innit?
Yeah, that's it.
Block Y performed that on stage.
Big up Derek though. My man, when I stood up, he was like, he wouldn't even let me get a word in. Boy, we on Super Glue. And he started to chat the Super Glue lyrics. He was gassing it, but this ain't really on camera.
Yeah.
He was gassing it, and I sat down, And he's like, but where? He was heckling. Yeah, so I got back up now and I just spat the lyrics. Yeah, but it just looks like I've just jumped up out of nowhere and tried to
because it didn't show him doing it.
It just looked like a glory hunt, I think. But it weren't really that. So I feel like the people, and then I chat the lyrics. Big up Anthony just because he finished the lyrics.
That's what saved you, you know. That part there, because you know if he never done that,
it would have looked a bit kind of shifty.
First L.
It would have looked shifty. So, but big up Anthony, my man. Finished the lyrics, and that thing there. But I woke up the next day, that went viral on Eddie Hearn's thing and disco.
On the Good Vibes one as well.
That was a madness.
I was like, wow, can I really go viral like that?
Your phone must have not stopped ringing.
Peppering, bro. So it was good. I can't lie. It actually felt good, you understand? And man, and then go viral on that little one there. So yeah, man, good engine. Big up Anthony Joshua as well, still, man. I hail him up still, man.
Hey, Bushkin. Culture clash. Let's talk about that. Talk about that.
Man gone viral again, man. You understand? Gone viral again.
Let's talk about culture clash.
Yeah, culture clash. No, man, again, good elements. Big up the culture clash. You understand? Big up Spice Army. You understand? They took the win after give it to her. And you know what it is? It's like I'm a bit mad because I'm a winner. I want to win. You understand? I'm not going to any of these things to lose. You understand? I want to win. You understand? And what it is, big up the Voice of the Streets, Kenny also and the team. But you know what it is with that one there. It's like I felt like I'm fighting with my hands tied behind my back. You understand? I know what was required. I know what Spice is gonna do. You understand? I already preed it, and then my team will tell you from the beginning. I was telling them, go on. I'd bare cutthroat things, but the man them wasn't taking it seriously.
Yeah.
They were thinking it weren't what it was. And I'm saying to him, bro, I know what this is. Yeah. You understand? It's not just a one little suck your mother you're going to get. You're going to, you understand?
Pick up the big one,
Yeah.
So you really was in Jamaica, yeah?
I was in that part there. Spice is dizzy. I know what she's talking about. I was in Jamaica. I went to this Freedom Streets. I was over there for the New Year's Eve at the thingy. I know what that part there. She's deluded. I know where she got that from. Yes, I was in Jamaica. I wasn't trying to. Because them time I didn't even know about the clash really.
You didn't even know that culture clash them time. She made that like you was in Jamaica cutting dubs and that. Yeah, doing your homework.
That's nonsense. But that part there, Spice is foolishness. You understand? But again. What it doesn't matter. It don't matter. That's what I just about to say. It's a clash. So you come with anything. Great, come with anything. It sounded good. You understand? You drew out my baby mother. Wicked. I love it, Spice. You understand? You're on crud. You understand? I'll give it to you. You're on fire. But like I said, I had bag of things for her as well. It wouldn't have been the same if it was Heartless. You understand? It wouldn't have been the same.
Funny would have had that.
What? Because you know what? Obviously, she would have done what she's done. But it wouldn't have been the same result.
Do you think Funky would have governed the team?
But listen, we would have managed her and everyone else in there, you understand?
Oh, swear down, it would have been a straight smoking thing.
Smoke!
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
Let's
talk about that. But you know what? They didn't draw Funky for the team, you understand? And in a way,
shocking.
It worked out. You know what? The only way I go into these clashes now is if I pick my own team or if they're picking Heartless Crew and it's Heartless going in. That's how I'll go into the clashes. Anyway, this one's good because you know what? Yeah, I took an L on it, but it's not Heartless Crew. This is Bushkin. It's not even Bushkin. This is Voice of the Streets. I wasn't even the captain of the team. I just got drafted in and I come and done my
Are you
works.
A solo artist? Or are you still in Heartless Crew?
I'm still in Heartless Crew, but I'm also doing my solo artist thing, which I'm going to play the tune for you after and do that.
Yeah.
But again, Funky's my brother. Me and him grow like brothers. Funky's a producer.
What one for Mo? Is he still in Heartless Crew?
Mo is... Well, you know what? Yes, because we've all got the Heartless Crew on our back. So he's always going to be Heartless Crew. It's Heartless Crew for life. And that is
there's no other crew he's in or nothing, so it's Heartless.
That's our tattoo. Brothers for life, closer to God, never give up. All three of us have got that on our back. You understand? So that's there for life. So he's always going to be there. He's always going to be a brother. Right now, he's taking a break. And he's still doing one of the little two things. But from what I understand of it, and it's Mo, it's best he talks to himself and comes on the thing and can talk about that.
Yeah.
You understand? But at the same time, it's like Mo, we're all growing into who we are. Me, I love all this. Spice, all them spices. I love all of it. Bring it on. If you think that's going to flatten me, come 50,000 times better. 'Cause I'm gonna give it to you. Yeah, I'm going hard. This is me. This is my energy. I've always had that. In the sense, I want more. More easy. He's doing his yoga thing, Moga. He's not even doing yoga, he's doing Moga. That's his little
Moga's
thing.
mad. What's Moga?
That's him. This is like Mighty Mo's yoga business.
Oh, that's
his little spin of it.
his own thing.
Yeah, he's doing
mad.
that, and he's more gone into spiritual. He's not so into the clubs. I like the clubs. I like being around the hype. The girls, I love all that. That's me. I was doing all this. The answer. I ain't changing anytime soon. Whereas some man are more, you know how some man. Yeah,
no, big him up same way.
No, man, love it's brother. Like I said, it's brothers for life. You understand? But at this, even
if it's war, you can draw for him.
Well, I don't know, because he's his own person. So I don't know. He's not really into war.
You have to go to the mountains and draw for the monks. Then like, yo,
he's got next guys around him. He's got like Sweet Pea and them man. Them man, they ain't easy on the mic as well. You know, he's got them man there and that. Like,
but you know, when it comes to the war. Fonty's the only man I need, because he knows how. We've been through this. He knows tunes. He knows how to select the tunes. That clash there, with a good clash, I never enjoyed it, you know, because like I said, I'm fighting with my hands tied behind my back, and Spice, you're doing a little dance, all good. Yeah, and I rate and I respect it, because I'm not a sore loser. I don't like losing, but I'll give you your flowers. You draw some cards, you understand? But it weren't nothing man couldn't go around.
What about when you drop that haymaker?
What
about that though?
You know what?
Did you know that was coming?
I never knew it was coming.
Oh, you didn't see that coming?
Yeah.
But that was blindside. That was caught man off guard. I had to take her.
Your baby up in the clash.
Them quick sad ones and that, and
just
drop back out.
That was a little. I had to take her standing 8 count. I never called her. I ain't got time to call her. No, that's no. I just took my standing 8 count. You understand? Took my 8, like a ribs. You know, if we go down on one knee, the ref give me the 8 count to stand up. You good? Can you see? Yep. Back in. Gloves on, let's go.
You tried it. Yeah.
You can't, bruv. I'm here for the long run. That's light work. You understand? I don't know what you two were thinking. Quick
shake off.
Go back to the drawing board and come again.
You're lucky that was there, you know? Oh my God.
I've seen her. Yeah, but I ain't got nothing to say to her in that respect. You understand? Because, you know.
So you just both just didn't bring up nothing. It's
I wouldn't. You know what is? As a man, you understand? The real men will relate to this. You see, as a man, with women, you're never going to win. Because that's just how women stay. You understand? You're never going to win with women. So the fool will try and win. I ain't got time to win in them cool he say, she say argument. You understand? You done what you done. To me, that was a big mistake. You understand? But cool. Everyone makes mistakes. I ain't gonna chastise you. You understand?
Did you give her them? You know you fucked up, right? Them eyes there.
You know what it is. You see with these things here, and I don't even want to dwell on it too hard. But it's like everyone's got their own feelings. In her heart of hearts, I'm not in her heart or her mind, but I'm sure in her heart or mind she knows it wasn't a good move. You understand?
Yeah.
So I don't really have to say nothing to you as a man. You know yourself. I know myself. You understand? And I even thought you knew me a bit better than that, because you know I'm a resilient person. Like, one thing God made me, very resilient. So to me, that's the water on a duck's back. You understand? But that's what it is to me. But it may not be the same to you, because you understand? It's you. You get me? So it's just like one of them ones. All right, you understand? You understand? So, but again, it's what
it had its moment. It had
its little thing.
Nothing but a penny to a pound.
That's it, you understand? It blow over again, and it's like, cool. We don't know what you were trying to do.
Yeah, you tried to make it all about yourself.
Exactly, and this is the thing. But you know what? We live and we learn, we move, you understand? And love conquers all. Kill them with kindness.
You may weather it anyway.
But this, of course, because man are resilient. This, you understand? It's not one or two little scrapes, man, I had.
Yeah.
You understand? It was a good one. I respect it, though. It was a very good one.
Yeah.
Like, like I said, I blatantly had to take a 8 count on that one.
What you saying? Everyone look at you at the back like...
Man would look at me. People looking at me like, why?
Is it the bare people that don't know if it is that you got to
it's a question mark, like, wow.
The whole arena seeing it.
Yeah, but that would a good one. Blindside. Like, it's boom. I tell you, the 8 count. And they say, all right, cool. You understand? But I'm not even giving you the attention.
Go on out there with the
Go on out there and you understand? And again, it's like a man giving you 2 claps and you got your answer. You can't even, you understand?
You're getting even madder.
You can't even really, you understand? So I'm going out there knowing we ain't even got the full ammo. I'm tied up because you understand. Remember, I pre-seen all this. I didn't see that. I could never seen that coming. You understand? But I pre-see Wagwan.
Yeah.
And believe me, I had things planned for Spice and the rest of the teams there. But the team they weren't on a wicked man thing in that respect. You understand? For whatever reason, because they're not thinking it's that, and they're not really. Like clash orientated, you understand?
Yeah,
so
they never knew how serious it was.
Yeah, and all due respect to the team, because the team I had was brilliant, and we got to bond, and it was like I learned a lot, and we all learned of each other. And you know what? In respect to the man, they came back to me the next day and said, "You know what, Bushy?
You were right.
Like you were right. We should have listened because you were saying this prior, and obviously no one likes it. Everyone felt a bit bruised after the loss. You understand?
Yeah.
And me included, and everyone felt a bit like." You understand? Because you understand, no one wants to go out there and get spanked in front of everyone.
What about the 4th and 3rd team? Do you think they felt like that?
They must have been crying, mate.
Right? I was on native
They must
side.
have felt-
Wait, Bushkin, I was on native. Wait, Bushkin, I was vexed, bro.
Oi!
I was vexed afterwards. I was
I
actually
can imagine,
vexed,
but again, they didn't prepare.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I know.
Did you even notice any other sound?
No, it was always going to be about Spice. I
Yeah.
thought, you know what? I did think Homegrown was going to come a bit better, but they were moving a bit. You
What was
understand?
that flow down?
Flow down and Stush. Stush is really good.
Yeah.
She knows the thing. And
Yeah,
Flow
big
down
up
as well.
Stush, man. Big
But-
up Flow down.
Yeah, but you know what it is? When the bright lights, everyone can talk again. When you step out on stage and the lights are there and the crowd's there, a lot of people's asses drop out. You understand? Like, you know how it goes. You understand? If you ain't been in experience of the best teacher, so if you've not been in that kind of environment before, it's going to be tricky. So I realised a lot of people, even our first round, I was mad. That's why I come out in the second round, how I come out. 'Cause I was mad in the first round because the first round to me was a shambles. It didn't go according to plan. We had a little game plan and it's come out and everyone has done anything.
That's mad. No one knows, like, what's going on down there when you go down them stairs,
The
boy.
pressure is different, you understand, when you hit the stage. So it's like, you understand, it went a bit lopsided and then that man was on a back footer. The man was on a back footer trying to regain it. And at one time it was like,
Kind of almost got there.
yeah, we was kind of catching a little speed back, and then third round she went hard. Plus, Spice, you're bringing out all these acts every 2 seconds, man. Come on, it's not a real clash. What man know as clash again. And you know what, Red Bull, cool. This is me now. Red Bull changing the narrative of a clash, and this is what people do: water down the culture and change the culture. You understand? The clashing culture. That's I've been listening to clashing
What
from
do you
like
think
I
it
said.
should be more dub plates?
Should be more double, more talk, and you understand? To me, it should be that each act, each sound can bring out maybe 3 acts, 3 PAs.
Okay.
But they've made it like into a concert. But is it a clash? Is it a concert? What is it? Because she's one of the strength, and even she was saying, "Oh, I spent my money and where." Be bringing out everyone's Spice, you understand?
You think times have changed though, and because social media is powerful, that like format of clashing's
But
not
then
for this
everyone got
time.
the same money, no?
I don't know because I wasn't really involved in the behind the scenes of the
Yeah,
money
yeah,
part.
yeah, so-
That part I don't really know. But I mean, to me, it's not to do with times have changed. Yeah, because I'm a black man and I'm not, like deal with my authenticity and my culture. Because again, like I've been saying all the way through this, I've come from a certain standard of things. You understand? I'm raised, you understand, and I'm raised in the culture. So when it comes to the culture of black people, you understand, because I've been there from a long time, you understand, I'm very poignant on them kind of things there. So to me, it's not that times have changed. Red Bull are changing the narrative of clashing because they're trying to do something what they're calling a culture clash. So then they need to go back and research what the culture clash, what clashes is.
Yeah.
You understand? And then if they're changing the narrative, then say, okay, well, cool.
The standard,
that
yeah.
was what it was, and now we're changing it to this. This is what they're doing, but they're doing without saying it, you understand? So now people who are coming into clashing now and watching that are going to think that's what a clash is. But that's not really what a clash is. I'm from the culture, and I've been watching clashes for years, and I've never seen it like that. That's like something complete. You're reinventing the clash, you understand? By bringing out bare PAs and giving man XYZ money to spend, and then you understand. So that's something else, which is cool. And again, I'm happy. Change is really good, and I'm happy for that. You understand? But it's not that should be called concert clash.
Okay.
You understand? Then it would be, to me, it more fits the narrative. You understand?
More concept format, like.
Yeah, because that's what that is. If Spice's going to bring out every other Tom, Dick and Harry every 2 minutes, you understand? No, I shouldn't say it like that, because I might take offence, but you understand? If they're going to, every minute you bring out a different PA, that's a concert clash.
Yeah.
You understand? And you're talking about, oh, you didn't spend your money. Well, you understand?
Yeah, talk still.
No, but hey, big up Spice. I can't fault her. I have to big her up. You understand? The only thing I can say, you understand, is raw. You're lucky it's me and Funky, because we would have cut you down to size.
That would have been so
That would have been a clash.
Really hand on heart think it would have been so different.
Because we know how to play tunes, you understand? That's the difference. We're going to play certain tunes and know how to intro it. And that's what to me the clashing about. It's the intro to the tunes and then the dubs, when the dubs land and it connects. You understand? That's what was kind of...
I was saying that on the reaction.
Yeah, I see pieces of reaction you but I didn't get to watch it all, but it was cold still.
Oh,
you understand? I see it, and you're watching the TV and you're picking the pieces right. You
Yeah,
understand?
it was breaking it down.
Yeah.
It was breaking it down. Because I was basically saying the same thing as well, but obviously times change. innit? I was just looking at it just that, and it's a big thing. 15,000 people for the moment.
It's good. It's brilliant for the moment. You understand? And again, it's a shame that it's not our own people doing it. You understand? Because then it can be a bit more cultural led. Obviously, and again, there's no wrong or right to this, but this is, you understand, when a corporation gets involved in something, it's a different energy, because they're a corporate. So they've got their certain ways and they've got their things and they've got their tick boxes, what they're trying to do and trying to achieve, which is cool. You understand? There's no, like I said, there's no...
making it for the mass now.
Yeah, there's no wrong or right to it, you understand? But really and truly, as I've been able to see over the years, you understand, you're watering down the culture. You understand? So, and again, I mentioned it right the way through the thing, and you understand, and there's no wrong or right to it, but this is my personal thing as a black man, you understand? We have to, you understand, keep our culture, you understand? We have to keep our culture and preserve our culture, because the culture's slipping and the internet's making things like, it's making it a bit wishy-washy, you understand? And we're losing our essence, you understand? We're losing our power, you understand, as a people. So we have to be very careful that we don't let people come and infiltrate our culture and do what they want with it and put it out and market it how they want for their narrative and for their benefits. Because if you look at other cultures, like the Chinese culture or Asian culture,
That's not running,
they're not making man come in and do as they please with their culture. You understand? It doesn't happen like that. Irish culture, you understand? You ain't got a bag of black men coming in the Irish culture and changing up their dances and what they're doing on St. Patrick's Day and all that.
Scottish men have still got bagpipes.
You understand? So we're the only ones who really are doing that, and it's because we are so loving and it's us. You understand?
No, because we ain't got our own money to govern our own thing. So there's always someone with the money to govern it properly. Yeah,
but again, it's not even. Yeah, a big part of it is the money as well, and again, being the first and being the essence. You understand? With our hearts big, and because it's like when you're good at something, you don't mind. You go on now, but it's like we're giving away everything. You understand? And we give it away because it's so easy for us. It's nothing to us, you understand? But we still have to respect our own thing. And this is what happens, you understand? Sometimes God look and say, oh, you man, I give away everything. All right, then cool now. You understand?
Completely different, man.
Yeah, so you understand? We have to look at the story of the talents, you understand? Whether people are into the Bible or not, you understand? It's a good story, you understand? God give everyone the talents and it's money and said, do what you're doing. One man saved it, one man buried it and whatever else. And when he come back and said, what's everyone done with their talents, you understand? And the man said to God, boy, this is what I done. Boy, I put mine down there and dug it up and I've got the same. What you give me, I've got the same back, and you know, one man had made his multiply, and God said, okay, cool. You see my man who worked and done his thing and make his thing build up, I'm going to take off used to and give it all to him. You understand?
Well, doing something with it, and then I did nothing with
exactly. So, you understand? We just have to be a bit mindful. So this is a good platform. We can talk about that, and we have to be mindful with our culture, and we have to know our culture. You understand? Because we've all come from a certain culture. You understand? As black people, whether we're African or Caribbean, you understand? We've got a culture, and ultimately, even that divide is, I wouldn't say it is what it is, but it's, you understand? We're black people. You understand? That's what it is. We're black people. Forget Africa and the Caribbean. We're black people. You understand? And there's a culture, there's a style. You understand? We've got a level to our thing. We have to respect our own thing.
So you see, like, we had Maxwell Dion.
Yeah.
And he's basically saying that he definitely was a part of, like, the first of, like, Grime. And he was saying what your comment about you, like...
Yeah.
Was like the first, he just started naming names of like East London MCs and said you was no part of it, you wasn't a part of that. So
yeah,
they was.
Again, I love all them things there, and we're gonna have to do one with everyone in one room.
We needed everyone in this.
We got
I'm on what I'm on.
Yeah,
we got everyone here.
Because again, my thing when it comes to these things, I don't mix my words. You know, all these men followed suit.
Yeah, we want to have a super debate.
It's straight. You understand? So, and a Grime, why I've been saying it, and again, like I said, it's saying come back to the trend, and I know my powers. You know, like check this. When I said Heartless Crew started Grime. Before I said that, if you notice, no one was jumping and saying it, you know. But when I said that, and again, big everyone up because it's all love and everyone's got their own perception.
Black Kings and all that.
But them man jumped in. Scorcher said his piece. Dizzy Ross will come out the woodworks. He said he's not out the woodwork because he's out the woodwork. But on that topic, Maxwell said his little thing out on that topic. Mega Man come out, but none of you weren't saying that before I said that. Yeah. So what was this radio silence? Then now I've gone and said what I'm saying. Now everyone's got an opinion all of a sudden. Again, but that's what I'm saying. I know my thing. It's a trend, but what I'm saying is from the heart. We started that thing there. Grime. People said, "Oh, what was the first Grime tune and all this?" And you lost. It's not about what the first Grime tune was. Yeah. To me, Grime is an energy. You understand? That's what Grime is. It's an energy. You understand? Before tunes or whatever, Grime is an energy, and that's what things start with. Is that? And I can pinpoint again. I even be very specific to this thing because I've not said it in this direct way. That energy is my energy. But like I've been saying from the beginning, that's just me as a character. I've been boasted. I've been loud from school. I've been like, you could mistake me as a bully. You understand? If you didn't know, you understand? Because that's just my character. So even then in the Heartless Crew, like we said before, Mo was more lyrical, techie. My thing was more loud. It's the energy, the hype. You understand? It was me who was going on stage like Ninja Man. This is prior to all these people. And man was doing the 4-bar lyrics and getting the reload. We've learned that from Ragga sound systems because that's what we was. Them reloads, maybe reloads was in garage, but them reloads was not in garage.
You brought bashment reloads to garage.
Into garage. We done that. The sound effects, we done that. You understand? Like, Funky was...
Buckle mashing in the background.
That was cool. That's the way. That's the culture, what we've come from. So we just bring our culture, sound system culture, into garage, and that spilled into Grime. But that aggressive, like rah, 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 and the reloads, that in particular was me because that's not Fonty's character and that's not Mo's character. This is my actual character. It's my normal character, everyday character. I remember, character is something you can't really change. Like your character, character. Man who know you from then,
and
what you done.
Not everyone has a character either.
This is it. It's a character. It's character. Habits can change. Man can form habits. So a man who ain't a rude boy can turn into a rude boy after a while. But then there's man who's...
Remember, I was always screaming that they weren't stealing our lyrics. Before they were stealing our lyrics, they were stealing our character. That's what they were doing. No one didn't get it. Like, because if you're not a character person, you won't get...
You're not
when
going to understand
stealing
that.
my character.
Of course you're not going to.
Like,
exactly.
Like,
so that's what it is.
He's
the
moving
character.
like me.
Exactly. You understand? And that's what, to me, that was the essence of Grime. Fonty speeding up the music. You understand? Remember, we're playing the instrumentals and like Fonty's looping things and then playing bashment instrumentals where we can spit all the way across it. That weren't happening before. You understand? So that again, it's changed the whole landscape. You understand? But this is still on garage. But remember, all these man Lethal B, they were on garage. They were chatting on garage. We was in the same raves with them. You understand? They were seeing us. We're seeing them. But remember, we were the top of the line. You understand? Like, but they are in the raves, and these are garage MCs. Skepta, JME, Wiley. Everyone's garage MCs because this is before Grime. You understand? But the energy's starting to change because man are being more boisterous. You understand? Where the garage guys are more easy, tippy-toey around, man are coming full 100, full lyrics. I remember man are chatting about licking on road, man are chatting more road stuff as well. And so people, like everyone goes on like to say, our thing was, how could I say, like a baby boy thing, but we was the start of all of that. You understand? We was chatting about these things prior. You understand? It's not just we had majority girl lyrics, but man had rude boy lyrics as well. Are you gonna stop me if you can't? Like about first, what did I have the next one? I remember the other day. But man had a couple. Do you understand?
Do you remember like your first lyric that the crowd caught onto and started singing along?
I can't really remember per se. There was like a time when we were just peppering lyrics and it was radio. Remember, it was all radio times really. We weren't playing out so much. But I remember when we went and started playing out, the crowd knew a lot of our lyrics because they had listened to us every week on radio and been taping it.
What radio station was you on?
We was on Mission FM 90.6. And again, big up the MCs because that's why I'm making sure I big up the MCs. They were listening in. The man who were listening into our radio show, you understand? So a lot of the man's
we used to listen to your radio show.
Max was saying what he's saying, but all that was way later down when them man they started to do things. That the essence of grime, we bring that. The clashing into garage, we bring that weren't in there before, you understand?
Yeah.
Like them hard reloads, you understand? And the shouting and that's all grime energy. We was doing that prior to all these man. The man weren't doing none of that, you understand? That's we bring that energy into garage and that spilled over into grime, you understand? None of these men would do that. And I'll sit down on a panel with everyone and say it, you understand? Because we've got the tapes and it's all there, you understand?
Yeah, man.
The clash, when we did clash Pay As You Go, again, to me, that was like a real catalyst for grime because when we clashed them, the next day they were on the radio and they done a 2-hour show, which is still up there, dissing us from start to finish. You understand?
That's what I said it.
Slewing. They hurt, you understand? So that there was now grime, you understand? It's like you've taken that negative energy, you understand, and then you've put it on 2 hours of slewing us. But again, this has come from us, you understand? This is the energy that started it, you understand? Because we've clashed you and we've bruised your ego, you understand? So now you've taken that energy there and you've gone for 2 hours. And now that's changed the landscape, you know, because what Heartless Crew was doing, our thing was fought out, and this is what people didn't understand. People took one dimension of what we used to do and ran with that, you understand? And that was the rude boy part. So we have our girl lyrics, we have our little vibe lyrics, but we also have our rude boy lyrics section where we got grimy, you understand? But that was on purpose. But obviously, that's the part when you listen to our radio show that people gravitate to the most. Because that's the hype part. You understand? It's like, that's when we're really going to it. And so people took that part of Heartless Crew, you understand, all the rest of the crews, and ran with that. And that's what spiraled grime. You understand? They didn't take all the rest of it, you understand? So they only took a portion. You understand? But again, people wouldn't really know that. And unless a man's saying it, they're not going to understand. But that was our thing. It's not that we would just, like, these other sounds are more one-dimensional because they only took the one dimension. So everyone can just spit hard lyrics on hard beats.
It's so mad because you lot went on national TV back in the days.
Yeah, we was on TV,
Crazy thing.
Yeah, back. Yeah, but again, we was doing it early. We was on TV. We done the big up R.I.P. Stephen Lawrence. We done that Respect Festival for him. I just remember that the other day, the Millennium Dome, when it was first built, the Millennium Dome. And I had about 100,000 people in a Respect concert with Run DMC for Stephen Lawrence when he died. A load of stuff. But you know what? Again, as much as we've done, big up the people who's come after because it's gone mad. You understand? It's gone mad. And
who have you noticed that came after, like, for you, this levelling?
I mean, I always hail up Gets and I'll hail up Crazy Titch. And again, these man, in a way, remind me of myself because they've got that attack. I call it the killer instincts. You understand? So they, and that's what I was bringing them time there, that killer instincts, that, you understand, on it. So, you understand, I rate Gets, you understand, Crazy Titch, he was cold with it, you understand. Obviously his thing got cut short, but he was, you understand, he had that same kind of thing. Kano, I respect Kano, like what Kano's done, you understand. He's gone mad with the thing. D double, the great Skepta. I got big up Skepta. Skepta sings mad as well. Like, he's really done good and taken it in a different direction with the fashion and everything like that. So I'll big up Skepta. Lethal B, you understand? He's done good again. He's worked with what he's got, you understand? And he's taken to another level, and then he's gone into business and stuff like that. So I love all those things, man. And again, it's so positive and encouraging to see the black man's building up and, you understand, doing stuff. And we've got to do more of it. Big up Mega Man, you understand, himself. You understand? Big up Mega Man himself, done some brilliant stuff, you understand, for the thing. There's loads more as well, man. Like, I can't even really think of right now, you understand? But there's so many other artists. Remember, Marvel Crew were hard from North London, you know. They were Shocker.
Yeah, Double S.
Yeah, he was cold with it. He never really blew up how he should have blown up in a way, but he was cold. Chipmunk, I got to big up Chipmunk. You understand? You can't really chat to him when it comes to lyrics. You understand? You can't go around Chip at all. It's so many greats have come off the
thing. Seems to be like on his thing again. Like,
it's with the Grime thing, what he's going on right now. He's going mad, you understand?
Making everyone link up again.
Cool.
Whenever he puts in a couple hours, it's mad.
Fleur D was cold. You can't even forget about Fleur D. You understand? And remember, he's from the early SLK crew, you understand, right the way up. You understand? And he's still going in right now. Even God's Gift after wait, God's Gift was hard. You understand? Like, you understand? He's still cold. He's not out there so much. But God's Gift had a vibe to his thing. Early, he had the Yardman thing for early. Shizzle.
Shizzle's mad.
Shizzle's bad.
I always say that underrated and
Shizzle's
forgotten about.
One of the best. But Shizzle, he's one of my best friends up to now.
Yeah, I see him around you in Iron Apple. That's the last time I seen him was when he was with you in Iron Apple.
Can't do with Shizzle.
What? Shizzle, he's one of the best. You understand? And I was just saying that because he's my friend. You understand? Like, yeah, man. The Grime, it produced so many greats. You understand? Like, it's mad. And then
crazy thing.
After that, and then it's just more and more, and it's bubbling up to now. Even down to Central C, you have to big him up. You understand? Whether people like his style or not, he's still cold. You understand? And he's doing a lot of things for the industry. You get me? So yeah, man. Big up Stormzy. You understand? Again, he's done his thing. You understand?
Yeah, man. Obviously, like I must have said in the interview, people was a bit vexed at me because I spoke about a situation in Iron Apple between you and DJ Cameo. Let's talk about that.
Hey, yo,
can you
man say the bullets, you know?
Like, can you like just touch on like the story of what happened in it? Because obviously I've said my side in it.
You know, I've never ever spoken about this before.
I swear down.
I've never spoken about this. This is our first on the camera still. On let's talk
we're
about
getting
that.
Exclusive.
Yeah,
let's talk about that.
This is a proper exclusive. I've never ever spoke about this one because you know what? If I'm to be real,
we'll get one roach, please.
I would have been embarrassed about this one. You understand?
Because, swear down.
Yeah,
I cannot believe it. Embarrassment.
It weren't nice. And you know what? It was again. Man was much more boisterous and boasty them time there, and had a bit more the rude boy zest, So what's happened? Obviously, again, as a black man, you know, we think we're the best. Everyone thinks they're the best. You got your black man pride, you understand? A Cameo's come on the island. He's that fresh, new kind of boy. He's coming on the island. I'm hearing one or two things that, Cameo's the best DJ on the island. He's saying he's the best DJ on the island. And I'm saying...
from when talk could get you slapped.
Yeah, I'm saying to myself, what are you crazy? Like, don't be silly. Yeah, because again, I'm more feisty. I'm got that little... zest in me, you understand? The killer instincts, you understand? So I'm like, nah, brother, he's crazy. So a man's telling me around the dinner table, Cameo's coming, he's saying he's the best DJ on the island. So I'm saying, nah, this man must be deluded.
Yeah.
You understand? So, okay, so night time's come now, and we're playing out, and it was our night off, you understand? It was our actual night off. So Funky weren't there. Funky was gallivanting around town, and me and Mo decided to play in black and white. You understand? Bearing in mind, it's not even our night, you understand? But I've got in my mind, Cameo is talking crud. You understand? So I'm saying, okay, cool, watch this now. You understand? So when me and Mo's DJing and I'm on the mic, I can't remember, Cameo was in the rave. I can't remember if Cameo came in and we started to kill him or I can't remember how that went, because man was drunk as well.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying slightly embarrassing, because I was me and Mo was both wasted. We're slewing Cameo on the mic. We're playing tune. We played the Muppet tune, and we're just dissing him. We're having a whale of a time with him.
Yeah.
All down to me and Mo on the floor laughing, and like we're taking a picture, the whole raves laughing and dissing Cameo. Yeah. Which ain't nice. And plus we're drunk, so we're not. This is this care tree. This is like. Anyway, so Cameo's come up to man. I can't remember exactly how it went, because I like it, I was a little bit drunk. And I have never spoken the story out. And big up Cameo, because me and him are friends now, and we've done Berry that long time ago. Yeah, so Cameo's come up to me, and did I give him a suck your mother first? I think I might have given him a suck your mother first, you know.
What, on site?
On the
No,
mic.
Bushkin, suck your mother. Oh, man.
I think I give him that, and I think that's what bun him. I think that's what I give him, a suck your mother, you know. And then after, he must have come up to man and tried to kind of amp up. Okay. And again, bearing in mind, this is a disclaimer, I was a bit drunk, and this is not the practice, and I'm not condoling it. I'm just telling the story for telling the story's sake, and I've never really said it. So he's come up to man and giving it a bit of the, well, it's saying it very, I can't remember the exact dialogue, you know, I give him a slap. You understand?
Oh my God.
So yeah, no, but again, and I apologize back then. I apologize again. You understand? Because it wasn't right. You understand? And man, give him a slap.
North London with a man of my show.
You understand? So so obviously he's taken that now. And again, man, are laughing because I'm a bit high anyway. You understand? So he's gone, and whatever, he's soaking. Big up even Scott Garcia. Scott Garcia come up to man, and he tried to give it a little one or two. Me and him had a little. We didn't have an altercation, but I'm saying, brother, like, you understand? So even me and him had a little bit of a bumpy kind of thing. You understand? I'm saying to brother, leave it. You understand? This ain't for you. You understand?
Yeah.
Again, and you know what is this? As young boys, it's weird because as we've got older, I realise he's got a level to his thing. But obviously, you're not really caring. I'm not really caring because I've got a level to my thing. You understand? So he's coming, but we never had any fight or anything like that. He's obviously just come to kind of defend it, but I wasn't taking no check. You get me? So that's cool. So the next day, the owner, club owners have come to me. They're saying, Bush, this is not right. Where you understand? You have to apologise to my man, kind of thing. You understand? Because what I found out, there was something, when I said what I said to him, it went deeper than so, you get me? So when they explained everything to me, I said, oh no, this is liberties, you understand? So I apologise. But you know what? And again, I don't know what you said in your thing, but I will say it again, because I've never spoken the story. I think, I don't know, did you come over? Or I heard talk like Funky D's, you were supposed to be like, he's heavy.
Yeah, I didn't go out.
So I'm hearing now, wow, Funky D's going to come over. Where? So I'm saying to myself, oh, see. But
obviously,
again,
you know why I never went out there. Obviously, I'm not going to go out there.
But again, you understand, I'm realising, wow, you was his back strength. You was his muscle. You
allegedly.
Well, allegedly or whatever, I'm not too sure. You understand? But that's what I was
Let's talk about it. I couldn't even roll my split fast. It started getting juicy. Oh. The Funky D's about. Like, hold on.
No, I said, that was the next thing. But again, like I said, I'm just saying it. I've never really spoken of this thing. Cameo, big up yourself, because me and him are good friends now, and we buried that.
He tried to draw for reinforcement.
Yeah, he tried to send for the reinforcement, which is right. You understand? Because obviously, you understand? He couldn't really go around it. You understand? And again, I was more like, you understand? Whatever, you understand? But anyway, the next day I apologised to him, and we squashed it because I put my hand up that way. It wasn't right, you understand? He come on the island.
Was that before or after you heard that he drawed for Funky?
I think I heard afterwards. I apologised afterwards, you understand? But I apologised before, but I heard afterwards, you understand?
Just pushing my energy. I can't control him too much.
It's practically family, Bush. So it's not going to make no sense. I'm around someone close to him, so
of course,
it would never have been that. It could never have been that. It's too close to home.
Yeah, it's right.
Close to home, you get me? So it's got to be a oven.
And man was drunk. That weren't my normal behaviour. You understand? Really, that wasn't my normal behaviour there. You understand? There's been a couple of things like that, but I'm not here to glorify any violence. Man, I've had my scraps through the thing with people in the thing.
I'm here for it. Bad.
You understand? I know your thing already, but we know your thing. But I'm not.
I need to know about all the violence that I missed. All of even the sly slap, I need to know about it. Everything needs to be documented.
Yeah, because obviously Alizé told me that he was making phone calls for him. For him, yeah. He told me that he was making phone calls for him. I was like, how did Bushkin like get involved? They're making phone calls. What happened? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I don't want to go into too much negativity, you understand? I ain't trying to be, you understand? You understand?
Yeah.
I ain't trying to.
No, I was a bit baffled. I was just like, Bushkin. Obviously, we spoke at Culture Clash, innit?
Yeah.
So he was telling me, I was like, what, Bushkin?
Yeah.
Like,
Big up Alizé as well, man. Yeah, it's family sitting, but I'm not trying to, you understand, be in the thing like that.
Is, yeah, like, we've reached that age here now where we all look at things in a different perspective now, innit? So man can catch jokes, like, you know what I mean? Because jokes have been caught. It's just that bare people are not in. We pride ourselves in this the rude boy corner, innit? Like, we just want to know what happened, how it happened. And we're not in our feelings again. We all know that when we was in our feelings. So I heard that. I mean, there's certain times when certain stories couldn't even be spoke about, like it was just too techie, but we're older now, innit? So when we look at the people like the bounty killers and the beanie mans and you will think their war was never serious. It was.
But nowadays we can just look back and laugh.
You know so we want to know who was panicking and who wasn't panicking.
Boy, big up Page you go, because they were on the or major races, and again rest in peace, and that put a little something there. Big up, I remember after that little something with Major man, a little something with Major Ace in Napa. That was Napa. You know,
I heard about that.
Napa.
Yeah, that was Napa. You know, big up Maxwell as well. Maxwell was there and you understand.
How did that one pan out? Same thing for lyrics again.
That was all lyrics, and then remember, after that thing, that was again it's a continuous of the story because what happened when they went and showed man for 2 hours on the radio, they were dissing my baby mother, my same baby mother, funny enough.
Swear down. Man, bare problems.
You understand? They were because she was from East. You understand? So they're trying to diss her and rare. So I said, well, I'm gonna run up on man now. You're going too far with this one. You understand? So I'm wiring, you get me? So in my mind, I'm thinking, all right, cool. This is an on-site thing, you understand? And obviously the other man, they're a bit more mellow. They said, no, man, look, allow it, don't, you understand? Go around it, you understand? It's foolishness. And I'm saying, all right, cool. And again, big up Maxwell, because one time I see Maxwell, you know, and it was like me and Funky and Maxwell, but I hadn't seen them before. Yeah. You understand? You understand? So it's like, it was sticky. Yeah, but bearing in mind, Maxwell's man's virgin, and again, every man's a man to himself. You know,
I ain't seen you since my baby mum got this.
Yeah, and so it's like, I'm like,
friends.
Whoa. And Funky's like, allow it, bushy, kind of, you understand?
Yeah.
So I respect the thing because the Funky, you understand, he's a bit older than me. Yeah, we're same school, yeah, but he's a bit older, man. He's more level-headed. I'm like that. Allow it, be. You understand? All right, cool.
Has he ever said that he's ever been on the not allow it ones?
One or two. One was the swingers as
the
well.
Low it guy is always gonna scream low it.
Funky with the swingers, what couple down in the days, you understand? But yeah, he mellowed out early. How us men are now.
Yeah, so he was respecting his low it. That's what I'm trying to get to.
I respect his low it, and you understand the brother. He said low it. I said cool. The next time when I'm out, me and Mo's out now. Again, Funky ain't out with us. So there ain't no allow it. There's no allow it tonight, mate. You understand? So again, it's on site now. So now I'm seeing, man, it's on site. Oh, what? Boom, boom, boom. You understand? And then that's gone to where it's gone to again. And again, man can't even defend his side of the thing because man ain't even here now.
Man, so quickly moke off from Funky. Quickly see he's going to tell me allow it again.
Man, when I take no jet that night there.
This is what I don't allow it.
This all stemmed from thinking about Styles are getting bitten.
That's all come from that. And that's why it's so immature in a way now, because that's a fight. And all of this was mad, because from that fight with Major Ace, where it was like, what? And again,
you actually had a scrap with him?
Yeah.
Oh, swear down.
Did you beat him up?
But again, rest in peace, because...
was it proper thumps or was it like a coursing thing?
No, a punch up.
Okay,
someone on laid out.
It was.
Man still didn't talk about that.
Well, this is saying, but let's talk about that. I didn't want to talk about that, and I respect
No,
that.
we have to.
I respect it
Wait,
still,
listen,
but like,
respect it.
let's talk
Yeah,
about that.
It's your story, innit?
But again, I'm not here to. I'm just saying the
happened.
facts. It
Yeah,
happened.
yeah,
how did it happen?
We can never
again,
rewrite
this
history.
is all history because I don't think it's really out there. But from that one, and all them Eastman was there. You understand?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it was
So they
only
can
me
talk
and Mo
about
outside. You understand? It was only. Oh no, sorry. There was a
Who was
couple of our Steady was there. Disco.
Yeah,
There were a
was
couple man.
man.
Yeah, there were a couple man. Sorry, that's right. Edit. There were a couple man there. You understand? Because it was outside the rave. It's out. You understand? But all them man there.
Yeah, there's the man that didn't back it. Nobody didn't back it.
All them East man was there. You understand?
Yeah,
As
who?
well.
What, the
Who's
MCs,
all
the
them man?
MCs,
Who's
all them man like, who
Max
like?
was
Yeah.
there, and more. They have to come out and say, yes, I can't, because I'm from North. You understand? I'm not really, but they were there. You
Was they
understand?
there in the rave or there at the time of the fight?
Both, because it come from in the club to outside.
Yeah,
The quick
so how
one in
did
the
it start?
club.
Like, what's gone down?
I've said to man, I don't even like going over it. But anyway, it's where it's like, and you know this from old school, from Rome.
Yeah, I've heard patches.
I've said to man, to thingy, like, let's say for example, I don't know that word. Like, well, what is it? A man's tilted down his glasses. From to me, and you know, from you tilt down your glasses, you're interested.
It's odd,
You understand? So it's
It's
odd.
odd, innit?
So from you tilt down your glasses, I'll pam. And then that's that in the club. Then it's you understand. It's shuffled out, we've shuffled outside, and then you understand. But you know
What,
what?
it's got to a bait square up.
It was, well, again, it was a fight. It was a one-on-one fight. You understand?
Yeah,
but
and a fight is an exchange of blows.
Well, it wasn't an exchange. Let's put it that way.
Right,
It was a
that's what I'm
one-sided
saying.
fight.
Like-
One-sided, yeah.
One-sided fight.
Basically, that Street Fighter perfect.
It would have, I ain't gonna man, because man ain't here to say his story. You understand? But who was there? They could say how they view it. You understand? But
Did you miss any punches? So you weren't
I
weaving for time.
I can't say where man missed or I can't really be too specific. But it was a. You understand?
Yeah, it's a scrap.
It's a punch
saw the
up.
beauty
But
of
people
it.
would see it, and people, you understand. Then, but what the thing of interesting is, big up Mega Man again. Because remember, this is all them time there, you know. Mega Man's coming with his heavies now. You understand? After that, because remember,
Yeah,
Mega
who's
Man had
chanting
signed, what were they called? East Connection. Mega Man had signed East Connection, which was an extension of Pay As You Go. So now Mega Man's come, and remember, bearing in mind, this time it's only me and Mo. You understand?
Okay.
So Mega Man's come. This is like a little bit after the fight. Mega Man's come with his heavy boys, a couple of champagne bottles. You understand? And again, they're on their job as well. And they said to man that, oh, wow, you just beat up you beat up my boy, for example. It's not exact wording, but it's similar. You understand? You just beat up my boy. I said, well, yeah, if he's your boy. You understand? Bring him back here. You understand? What are you doing here, kind of thing. You understand? I'm saying to them that. You understand? It's nothing to do with you. I say, oh, well, it's something to do with us. You understand? You understand? But, and don't get me wrong, we was outnumbered, me and Mo. But I didn't held my front. You understand? Again, they would tell their story, but nothing come of that. You understand? They were saying what they were saying. I said exactly what I said to them. Boys, you understand? That's exactly what happened. Yeah, he's a boy for real. Then, if that's the case, you understand? I won't hold him back. You understand? So then that kind of whatever, then they've left, we've left. Then now the North Star boys have heard what's going on. Remember, this is big talk them time, innit? On the island. So them man, they flew in. Big up Bucking, rest in peace. And the man, they flying now, you understand? So they
for talks, talk.
They say,
but they know what's in the every talks.
You can't really be moving to a man like that, you understand? So, you understand? They've come in and you understand, they've had to come and...
It's got levelled out properly.
Yeah. You understand, of course, because the man them said,
a bit more respectful, Yeah,
this can't be going on, and you hit me. Nothing interesting, there's a whole heap of story. I'm just skimming over the thing.
But listen,
I'm loving them, bro.
Remember, I'm a man on knowing that the same way a pound was worth more them times there, Rude Boyism was worth more them times there. It was like, even like you said, a eye-lookings said 1,000 things. Just a quick talking to said 1,000 things. So everything was condensed and quality.
It's real.
Like, you know what I mean? Like a reload in a rave was the real reload. Like, when you're
not man forcing a reload.
Everyone can be named. Oh, that's the Demlock man. Oh, that's the
exactly.
You know what I mean? So
you know your corners.
If you hold something in this rave, you know everyone saw it.
Yes, exactly.
And everyone that you cared about. And they're gonna spread it to. So it was
moving
mad.
Rapid them time.
Yeah, it was mad. I've known the times and the settings and like I said, like Bucket and them man, they were a joke either. Like, you know what I mean? There was Mega Man. It was serious settings. Everyone didn't have this was like the Premier League of settings.
That's
so like, you know what I mean? Like,
exactly. I had to have a, you understand? Otherwise you just get pitch where you hit me.
Yeah,
So I had to
understand.
have a level to your thing, you understand? But yeah, man, it was, you understand? It was interesting times, and yeah, the man them flew over, and remember that's how that thing started. 'Cause remember the T-Man would move with Soul Cylinder one time. That's where it started from. That's where that started from. The man them aired the little squabbling and said, "Oh, man's trying to move. All right, cool," and they all flew in. And then
Napa was a serious place at one stage. If your click wasn't that 20
if you weren't up
minimum and associated to another 20 up click,
things are going missing. Shane could go missing.
Not just a 20 up click for the photos, 20 up click that's active because everything will go.
Yeah, man. It was interesting time. Them times it was tense, but them
Poorer
tense
shops
rate.
there. The part of the process is buying them, but it's mad.
Yeah. That was start, man. I have to have a little, you understand? Man,
I think I even one, the one time I did go Napa, and I see you's out there. I see you's out there, Heartless Rave, big rave out there, man. And like, it was on the run out there, man.
Yeah, man, we had the thing.
I remember I see yous, man. We was jamming for a bit. Still.
Yeah, man, we had the thing. Big up, what's my brother's name again? My godbrother, from East as well.
Was it who I was with?
No, you know, what's flipping out, man?
Was he part of the set that I was with?
He not yours. And I think he's inside back again now. You know, my good brother. Can I forget his name? AB.
AB, yeah.
AB, yeah,
AB,
man.
Anthony Barrett.
Yeah, we got AB.
Barrett.
You know, them man there. Yeah, AB was on the job out there as well. AB was, man.
And that Demon's cousin.
Yeah. AB was he was a level out there, man. Yeah, we got AB, man. We had some good times out there still. Yeah, man. You had to hold it.
Oh, yeah, he's on jail for bits of bobs.
Yeah. But
Got that
man.
mafia and all that.
Yeah. AB, but AB, man, he had a level to his thing, man. He was, big up Bionics. Well, we don't know what happened to Bionics. Remember Bionics as well?
He was running around with Kano for a bit.
Yeah, with Bionics. Yeah, remember Bionics was out there. He'd see a couple of things. Yeah. Them saying was...
Yeah, they was running around with Temper from Peckham.
Yes.
I remember I was on the circuit, but I see everything.
Yes, Temper. What happened to him? He was the original demon.
Yeah, he's in jail.
He was a beast.
People don't know how peak Iron Napa was, you know.
Yeah, it was serious. You had to have
Iron Napa was peak.
I was playing that role.
You man, you can. We talk about your thing. So you need to be sitting in my seat and someone say, yo, let's talk about that. Because you got a lot in the archives, brother. I know about your thing.
For people, me personally, whenever I've gone on interviews, it's no one that can really interview man properly. You wasn't. You know what I mean? If you wasn't there, how are you gonna interview? Man? Especially a man like me as well. Like, you know what I mean? You have to understand what's going on because you're only as good as the person that's asking the questions. I'm not gonna sit there and say madness, but like
but that's not. But again, and this is man, I'm humble with it. But yeah, man, no, your name was calling as well, brother. And I'm over north. You understand? So you understand? That's the good thing about these things. You understand? And a lot of people out there, they've got a name, mic, and stage and whatever, which is cool. And I'm not personally endorsing the bad boy business, but you know who was about. You hear a man's name calling, or you're seeing man, living colour. You understand? A lot of these man who are popular and whatever, maybe some of them a bit younger than man as well, but I weren't seeing them out there like that. You understand? They weren't.
How did you first hear of man? Like with the music crew, or is it like?
No, I know your thing. You understand? Prior to music, you understand? And I can that's the same with Maxwell. You understand? Prior to music, you understand? Yeah, Maxwell, you understand? On thing.
But he busting music first. Like not even I can't even say I don't feel like we busting music like that. Like maybe have little chat. Yeah, but Maxwell actually. Your thing was rude boy thing, and you're doing music in a way. But you're good at what you're doing, but then the respect. I can't say it's overshadowing it, but in a way it's like, all right, that's the go-to first. Where it's up. So let's just say Kano, you just know him for his music. I don't really never heard Kano. So do you think that was sort of held us back? Would you say that?
Yeah, 100%. Because people are scared, innit, in a way. You understand? That's what it is.
Yous weren't. And to us,
but
yous was
we're
like
not the,
doing music, innit?
People think we were gatekeeping. We weren't. We're just having a good time.
Yeah, no, it was always love. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
but
we didn't
we
care
used to
about...
link and see you. You know the thing over the years, man. But
I think Croatia. I see you in Croatia as well.
Yeah, remember I see you in a video shoot one time. Whose video was it? Chimes? Yeah.
Back to the 90s.
Could that man remember that? That's what
Yeah,
I'm thinking.
yeah, that's how man dynamic still.
Yeah, man, I see that. But over there, we always would link or whatever. But the slew them thing was overshadowed by the badness. Really, that's my point of view. Again, I don't know what people would say or whatever, but that's my opinion of it. You know? That's
Do you remember Esco and the Monday?
Yeah, Esco, of course.
Yeah, bars and the Monday. Yeah, it was them times there.
So again, but the badness. Yeah, done. The badness is the badness, really, and truly. That's what man was more known for, really, and truly.
I remember, like, because I obviously would see each other, like, musically and that, but it was all, like, you'd be doing your thing or whatever. The first time I got to, like, proper, like, conversate with man was in Croatia. Man went there, and for some reason, we ended up in the same cab. Me, you, Sticky...
Yeah. What was you doing?
Me, you,
Outlook
Sticky,
Festival, innit?
Yeah, Outlook Festival. But it was but this whip. I was like the little man in the whip. Like everyone was like,
well, with the mini bus kind of thing.
Like just listening to conversation. What was good with that? Like it was. I think that brother and his dad's quite famous. He was in the thing with us as well. Like I've got a photo of like. Me and you, we was representing our age group, and there was Saskilla and Screw Fizzer. But we think we linked them out there, and they tried to come with some like that age group.
Yeah, it was.
And like to be able to like pout them up quickly and get them out of there. Like I remember.
Yeah, I remember the Outlook
There was
Festival,
a little boat party. Yeah, you remember the boat party?
That's what I remember. I've got a video from that, the boat party.
I had a clash with Logan Sama on there. Tune for tune.
What? Who won?
Come on, man. The guy, man.
You beat Logan Sama.
Logan Sama. What happened? They edged him out of the thing as well, the scene, innit?
I don't think they edged him out. I think he just loasted up. Like I think them man they sort of reached the pinnacle of where they can go.
Get to, in the thing,
because music sort of like people stop making and so for a DJ, if the music doesn't,
he couldn't go nowhere.
He can only keep spinning the same tunes because he's playing the best. So I think he just kind of.
He was the man that once said Logan something for the Grime. He kind of had the thing, innit?
Bro, Logan's the guy, bro. Logan's the guy. Like, you mean Logan versus Big Mikey was mental.
Mental.
That was a big boy. That was a big boy clash.
Some people say like, that was the parking ups, but.
Forget about them. This is good when sometimes you're just remembering certain things, what man forget.
I remember everything, man. I remember everything.
Jeez, that's a good one.
Logan, because remember, not many people can clash Logan.
Because he was decorated. He was a man at one time. Like,
even though everyone can clash a Spyro or this or this, but at them times,
not many guys can clash Logan.
Yeah, his name was cool. He had dubs, he had everything. Yeah, everyone. He had a part in them time there.
Yeah, man, big up Logan.
Interesting, Logan Sama,
He was our Rodigan.
Yeah, basically. That's right. And even Cameo had a level to his thing afterward. Remember Cameo was hot boy.
Cameo definitely had a level.
Cameo was firing. It's good to look back and see the journey of how the things evolved and yeah, man.
Because music keeps us going, and like there's bare things in between and
so much.
But it's music's how we're connected and stuff. So it's an art form that we share, innit? So we can recognize certainty. We know when someone's doing the thing, or when that was a rhythm reload, or
the real thing.
We know when someone's got longevity, or you know what.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? My man's attitude's gonna get him in trouble, So
we've seen it.
You're a man I've seen along my journey, like, and you've always maintained like that position. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? I don't really see that the position go up and down, like, you know what I mean, why for that, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So man respect it. Yeah, man
it's
respect
coach,
it.
but the culture, man coming for
I look
them
at
times.
Funky on the same level as I look at EZ.
Yeah, but he just don't get the respect like an Easy. But Easy back in them days there, I remember it clearly. Easy said Funky out of his own mouth. Easy said Funky is the only DJ that can touch me. Easy said it himself back then. People don't know it. Again, I've never really said it, but that's what Easy himself said. You understand? And yeah, again, to me, Funky's the baddest. I'm going to say Funky's better than Easy.
Yeah.
You understand? He's my brother. I'm never going to go around Funky. But what I've seen Funky do, you understand? Like, I ain't seen no one do it. And he's still... If he's back on the wall, Funky's easy, you know, but when he's ready, you can't chat to the man there. Like he's done with it. Remember, Funky can chat in school. Funky was he was
even spitting on the glue thing, innit?
Funky got his verse on that.
He's got a verse on Super Glue.
And other verses as well.
Oh yeah, on Bear them tunes.
He could spit. Funky could play basketball. Funky could bar, but he could play the trumpet. It's arcades. When you talk about arcades, Funky was the one beating man on arcades and betting man and betting man 50p and all that shit and beating them and getting their money. Basketball, Funky used to have a trick where he said he'll play you and it's their first to 10, but if he'll score 10 before you score 1 for £10. And people used to bet him and and he'll beat them and that's his
School come up so mad.
Bro, with the penny up the wall, that was my one. Everyone playing penny up the wall. I just run past there, whip everyone's money. And it's
Remember I said that was my move. If you don't know the game, you'll think, what's he talking about? No, I said that was my come up.
Whip everyone's money in there. I know no one ain't going to tell it no one.
Corners. Someone playing it on that corner, someone playing it on that corner. But I'm telling you, there's like a £30 going up in the air.
You're up,
like, you get me? I'm catching at least 20 of these coins.
You're spinning, man.
I'm telling you.
You're spinning, man, bro. That's my
hit
little
that
thing.
on a couple corner, and if you can beat everyone up anyway, if it
can't
goes
say
wrong,
that to you.
you can just frame man off and pick them up.
Yeah, that's why I used to run and pick while everyone. You wait till the last man about to fall. You understand?
And the worst way is smoking weed now.
Clapping it straight away.
Smoking weed now. I know they
Clap
come
up
up.
everyone's pee and no one ain't grassing. No, you understand?
The school I was going to was a Catholic school, wasn't it? So you weren't allowed to gamble anyway. So they couldn't even snitch. Or people started snitching, and what they would just do, we're both getting in trouble. You're just doing a madness now. Like, like they're taking the coins. You're still in trouble because it's a Catholic thing. And my thing's a bit, you're going mad. Like,
crazy.
This snitch was mad.
Madness.
Like,
School days now.
Bad mind thing
good
now.
memories.
What did you have your favourite meal in school or not?
I never used to eat school dinner. I was so fussy.
No school dinners.
I didn't eat from then.
I didn't eat. I used to eat meat, but I never touched school dinners. And all the years, every day I used to get my dinner ticket. I used to sell it for 50p. Yes, and that was my hustle. I was just on for hustling. I used to sell my dinner ticket for 50p.
The tuck shop.
But the wickedest one, what I used to do is, you know, when it's Ramadan. My hustle was
there. Ramadan in schools, yeah?
All the Asian people, our school had quite a lot of Asian. Yeah, so in Ramadan, they can't eat. Remember? You understand?
You're going mad,
I had to get everyone's dinner ticket and shut everyone.
I remember the dinner ticket.
You were hustling crazy.
I was up because all the Asian man them who could not eat, I got all of their dinner tickets and I just sell their dinner tickets. You understand? Plus I'm sitting what? Cleaning up through Ramadan, bruv. That was my sweetest time. That was my sweetest time. When Ramadan come, that's my sweetest time.
I don't remember Ramadan in school. I don't know if I just wasn't aware of it. I remember
it's Catholic school, so you ain't got that man there.
Yeah. No, I went to a couple of schools.
I never had Ramadan in school.
No, but remember, it's not necessarily in the school. It's just the Asian man them celebrate Ramadan. So
so they were just
I'm getting
what you're saying.
All the Asian man them who's on Ramadan, they're fasting. So I'm just getting all of their dinner tickets, you understand, for free. And I'm selling them for 50p. You understand? That's my little hustle. So when Ramadan's on that period there, I'm out.
Did you have any teachers that was onto you in school times?
They were onto me a bit. Like I said, I was a loud character. Yes, but then they made me a prefect. So when they made me prefect, yes, and I could go out lessons early, yes, and I could walk around. Like, yes, and you see me say on my Instagram now, when I was in Jamaica, I'm walking around like I own the place. But that was from school times, yes, and because I'm out as a prefect. So I could do certain little things.
What you supposed to be learning?
You were still learning, but prefect means that you're that top of the line in a way, you understand? And I wasn't even the most cleverest. I wasn't so clever, but I just had influence. So they just knew, keep me on side with them. You understand? Being smart. Really, they were just smart at the time, really, to the teachers. Make me work for them, and then I'm doing certain things. You understand? Man, people weren't fighting. It just made the school calm. You understand? Because like, people weren't really fighting now, and you understand? The prefects are there now, you get me? So,
Did you do drama in school?
Yeah, I did drama.
Okay,
that was
okay.
my top lesson. I got an A in drama.
Okay,
That's the only one I got
okay.
A in. I got A and 2 C's in English.
What, we due to see some films soon, man? Well, go on, I can't see
What?
it. They're not hollering you properly.
Yeah, soon. I'm a girl for you. What?
Yeah, come on,
right there. Yeah, man,
Yeah.
that's all them things. I'm coming with all of that. All of that. Because acting my thing, and this is what Bushkin of Heartless Crew in the beginning, you know, our thing was this, like, if you're not booking us, because we were so young, people wasn't taking us seriously. So we put on our own raves. You understand? We started putting on our own raves, and that's why man was doing all the promotion stuff from early, you get me? So our thing was like, we don't busy, man, boring true. No matter what you're doing. The same thing I'm doing, I want to be an actor. But if you ain't booking, I'm writing my own films. I put myself acting my own films and
That's
do
what it's
that.
got to get to now, man. We've got to, like, everyone's got this, which is enough of us that are like can cover any role.
Anything. So this is
that's
it.
what I want to see, bro. The G's them because just takes one thing, you get me? And you might be going in this direction, but that one, it's all the same direction.
Can bust off, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So
No, man, don't
Definitely
worry,
can.
man. That you give me the idea, stuff. If I'm looking for a wicked man,
So
you know, I have a draw for you.
Nah,
Yeah.
you know the wickedest thing, yeah? That's just like, obviously, that's natural, innit? Like, yeah, But where man's trying to take it to is like, that's what you just expect.
Yeah.
But if you see when you come outside of what you expect,
Yeah, you
that's,
can get
don't
something
know, like,
else,
all
yeah.
right, cool. Man's gonna play that role, and that it's in your comfort zone because it's how man
Yeah,
roll.
it's
But you see
new-
something
normal.
outside of your comfort zone could just birth a new madness.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have
Like,
to work, think, and
you understand?
different.
Govern this role
Yeah,
here.
you
and
know
then
what? It's good,
that-
man. No, it probably someone who just a direct coming off the street and see you would have a different idea. But where man know, I know, say raw.
Yeah, that's the
that
role I'm
is
governing.
gonna connect. Yeah, exactly. It's right. Yeah, exactly. But what you're saying is also very right, because if you come out of your comfort zone, man, I'm gonna see a different side to you. You could act
And then
something
you've
different
gone
and pull
mad
out
now, 'cause you could
different
always do that
strings.
one. That
yeah,
one there,
that's
like, you know what I
normal.
mean?
But yeah, I can just see that. As you said, that just like light
There's
bulb.
so much other things, like, you know what I mean, like even in songs and that, because a song is like a mini movie when you do it
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
like, you know
yeah.
what I mean, and then when I came up watching things like State Property, Feel It in the Air, and that Method Man's the postman.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you don't know it's Method Man, you'll
Yeah,
never
you're not
know.
gonna
He's not
click-
rapping,
yeah,
he's
yeah,
not
yeah.
doing nothing. He's just the postman.
Yeah, yeah.
Someone else is da-da-da-da-da. It's only like I wasn't super deep into rap like that, so I was just watching it for what it was.
Normal,
But when I
yeah.
started getting into it, and I remember,
Deep,
oh
deep.
yeah, I do know. Because someone will say that, do you know Method? No, I don't. I'm not really
Yeah.
a name person, but faces. Oh, that's the guy from.
Yeah,
da-da-da.
yeah,
And I'm
Porter
really, so that's what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Especially now that we've got face,
Yeah,
we've got
that's right. Yeah, of course.
Like, you know what I mean?
Remember
It's just-
Quentin Tarantino? He's a buster, ain't it?
Yeah.
He used to go wicked with that style.
They don't want me to go into my Quentin Tarantino bag because he was on madness as well. His films are
Yeah,
the proper
well,
films.
yeah,
and
yeah,
Dusk
yeah.
Till Dawn. And
Yeah, but what-
you know what I mean? But I know there's a Spike Lee in the
Mandem, yeah, yeah.
Like that's just black films.
Yeah,
innit?
yeah.
Everyone goes the typical route, and it's just like, you know what, hood film showed up.
Yeah, the bait ones, and they
there's
play it
that,
safe.
You know what I mean? But
There's
we
depth
grew
to
up
it.
watching things like, what was the black and white one? What Spike Lee was doing about black and white relationships and that, man.
Fight the Power.
No, not Fight the Power.
Jungle Fever.
Jungle Fever.
Yes, I
them
forget
type of
that
ones.
one there.
Yeah, that,
What?
Bro,
No,
bro,
yo,
come
that's
on,
a
man.
memories, you know.
When we say black films, like this,
Yeah,
it's
there's
not
much
just
more.
that
Yeah,
angle
the
of
rude boy
black-
thing. There's a
if
different
we-
level to it.
There's the mandem. Everyone's got. You can put on a. You ain't seen a mandem in a tuxedo or in a.
Yeah, different settings. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
There's
right.
certain like, you know what I mean,
Poetic
roles that the mandem
justice,
can
yeah,
play.
the-
But yeah,
yeah.
right. Now we're
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
like
yeah. Depth.
But our one.
Yeah, for art. Yeah,
Like,
that's
you know
right.
what I mean? Everyone just thinks the Menace to Society
Yeah,
one, and they're not.
yeah.
But what angers me is like, when it was time for Menace to Society, you didn't want to be
Right.
like. So how have you?
Yeah, where
read
that
everything
get,
to act
yeah,
it out?
Yeah, where you getting that
Like,
from?
get me? Why don't you? Why is everyone so scared to do the other films?
Yeah.
Because we grew up on them films and we rated them. Like we rated them. So yeah, but if I ever get things
No, man,
my
that's-
way,
yeah, man, that's
like,
interesting,
I'm
man.
calling the man them like,
Yeah,
hey,
on a
hey,
different
'cause
one.
I've got crazy ideas.
No,
You know
man,
what I mean?
I
That is-
respect that, but it's good. It's good for people to see a different side of it, even for them to say, "Hey, where your mind's at." It's a
but you see,
different.
even man that even know the references. See, like for instance, now, if you was making a film with people that don't know that, they got to go and do homework now. to understand. You see the man that just know what's to be understood is understood straight away.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, today we're doing, what one we're doing today? It's not even the bad boy one. We're doing the poetic justice one, right? Not to copy the film, but you just know, that's not the role you're playing today. Right, and then we'll get some sick films out of the UK, man.
On a different
thing. And if we bring those type of ideas
it
to the
widens
people
the whole
that
thing,
does the thing.
Man.
They'll invest into proper things. The roadman one, we've got to invest into it ourselves because they know the thing, you get me?
Yeah, and it's bait. Like you said, this is bait.
Yeah, but it just takes 3 or 4 of them, man, to sit down together and just have like a idea session, a thinking session. Where you just pattern up a couple of ideas, but man them that don't just think of ideas, man them that actually will capitalise on the idea if it's a good idea. And then you say, you know what, one idea at a time, what's the idea that's just...
First, we run with that.
But where man them that know about longevity, like, you know, you've been in the same crew all the time, so you're not just gonna, one film's made and you just run into the sunset.
No, it's consistency. Yeah, that's right, consistency,
man. The 4th film, you're lacking in you're not moving like the first film. So, like, I feel like, man, we need to do the film thing. I wouldn't say this year, but like...
Yeah. No, but that's where my mind's at, though. I'm definitely on that. I done a documentary, innit? I done a documentary and I put that in the cinema. I done a 2 cinema showings of my documentary, but it was a quick thing, and it's more about my record label and whatever. It was like that. You understand? But that give me the taste.
Even the audio book thing, like you can tell your story properly without feeling like, you know what I mean? You're not looking at someone, innit, or saying, so you don't feel like I'm chatting, so I'm just telling my story.
What the story
how
is.
It went,
and
how it went.
Yeah, that's right. That's where man can really, you understand, say certain things.
No, we're going to link up.
No, brother, trust me, I can take the studio around from long time. We've been saying we're going to make music.
And live
fun as well, you understand? So that's what we need to do as well. You understand? Just being about, but we understand.
Yeah, man definitely needs to go there. I need to come back there. I need to come back there again still.
Straight away they're going to support it. What?
Cool.
Who's done? They've linked up, right? This man with a decent...
of course. What? Level to the thing. Now, man, I have to do them things, but man, it's good. And this is good. You understand what you are doing? Well, man, I have to
love
give you
my brother, man.
No,
it's
brilliant, man. It's good stuff, man. So let's keep up. Hey, man, I have to give you your flowers as well, differently. You understand? We've gone through the areas, you understand? But even your thing bust out with the are you gonna bang and you understand? Man had the thing on smash it.
You see, when it comes to you, like, I was a kid, and this was just after when Pay As You Go was on the radio station. You must have had a show in Albany and Deptford. And me, P Money, Little D, we must have went there because we were like the MCs in the area. And then we were just talking to you and we were just shocked how humble you was. Like you and DJ Funky was proper just talking to us and giving us game advice and everything as young MCs. And I must have said to you like, oh, what? Like, them lot and that did what? Are you not going to reply? You was like, I'm here. Yeah. And when you said that, I didn't get it until when I started getting to that level. Then I understood. Oh, you're here in a community. You're in Deptford, not idiot area where it's proper peak.
Yeah, them times peak.
You get me? Proper peak, and you're here. You get me? It just showed because I never saw any of them. You get me? So it was just like, yeah. Like, you get me?
Like, you're not knowing where we are.
Different levels. That's when you understand. It's the bookings, the energy, the capturing the crowd when they're driving back in the whip and that they're talking about, that moment when was on the mic. He's had them moments over a million times, bro.
Yes.
You have to pay homage to Bushkin.
No, it's good. But again, each one teach one. We learned that the oldest, and they set it for us, then we set it, and you set it.
That's who was in the car with us.
Hype.
Dr. Psycho.
Oh, yes, Dr. Psycho. Yes.
R.I.P. Dr. Psycho.
Yes,
man. Sorry to cut you.
Dr.
It just came to me.
It's mad, bruv. Oh, man, it's mad. So much people have seen die over the years. While looking at some pictures of it, and I've seen so many
That's who's in the picture. I'm thinking, who's this big guy in the picture?
Dr. Psycho.
Stuck in my head.
He was cold as well. But yeah, man, that's why I'm making a point. Because again, it's users' own thing. So it's you can't say, it's going to look a bit awkward for you to say and gas up yourself to an extent. But where I'm sitting here, I can say it and make the people them know, you understand, the levels. You understand? I've seen it myself, you understand? And that's the good thing. I've seen, us man have always had a level, but I've seen it pike of sports. And you understand, when DWE come, I see DWE get some reloads in area Watford one time. I said, but stop. You understand? Like, it's gone again. Like when your thing come, wrapped up the place. Like everyone wrapped. You understand? So man's been able to see it and visualize. So I can give you your flower and say, yo, you understand? Like you made your mark. You etched your name in history books. No matter whether you do this or you don't do it, or you understand? You've etched your name there.
Love, man.
No, trust me, brother. Again, and this we're here. We have to celebrate each other as black men. We have to celebrate each other. We don't have to, but we should be. This is what it should be normal. You understand?
Why are you shook to?
Yeah, we should be celebrating each other and giving each other the flowers. But I seen that with my own 2 eyes. No one can't tell me nothing. I visualized it. I seen the thing wrap around, even to the advert. Even I seen it on the advert, even recently. You know, and then on top of that, the cashing thing, what you've been doing, and that ain't easy. People get it mistaken. You understand? That ain't easy. You understand? Especially when you've been in one lane to jump into a complete different thing. No,
I've seen you a couple Eskimos as well, like so they're not even spitting, but just there witnessing this. So I know he knows the thing.
I love it, bruv. Like we're gonna go raving now. I love it. I love this shit here. I was built for this. I love raving. I'll go and watch and see what I can learn. Or whoa, that look a bit weak. Or my man ain't putting his effort in.
What do you say to people that try and put an age on artists and that like?
No, you can't. There ain't no age. James Brown was going on to, he's in his 70s and 80s, and he was dancing up and going mad. James Brown, dads, Tina Turner. You understand? I watched that with Tina Turner. You understand? In her 70s, with high heels on, out dancing her. Dancer looked like they were between 20 and 30.
Mad.
And she was going mad. Tina Turner in her 70s in high heels.
That was the original Dirty Wine girls, isn't it? They should do a madness with their neck.
Before Beyonce, everything. So you understand, she's in her 70s doing that. So there ain't no age. You understand? Like most of these young men now, you understand? Like they. Do
you think that's a sly cop out, just trying to?
That's bullshit. You understand? It's like to me, I love this thing. I'm only gonna stop when I stop enjoying it. But again, to put everything into context and perspective. We live in England, you understand? The age of retirement in this country is about 65. They're upping it. They're pushing the ages up. It was 60 before, now they're pushing up to 65. So unless you're 65, don't tell me nothing. You understand? And even then, it's not that you have to retire. That's the age of retirement. You understand? But you don't have to retire. But at 65, so if you live in this country and I'm an MC, this is what is paying my bills and has been paying my bills.
You hit the nail on the head. It's paying my bills.
Yeah, so this range I've got until 65. This is the government. It's not I never made up these rules. You understand? I'm just going by the country.
If you're making money from it, yeah, you can do a thing. But if you're doing it for fun or
even if you're doing it, even if it's a hobby. Like, it's a hobby, isn't it? So there's no age. Even more so if it's a hobby, there's not really no age to it. People say, oh, man shouldn't be saying this. And again, there's tack that some man might be like, actually, there ain't no wrong or right to it, you know, so I wouldn't even say that. Everyone, you know what I'll say to this? Have fun, enjoy yourself. Don't worry with people when what they're saying. Know thyself, you know, and if you enjoy it and you're having fun, do it and have fun, and you know, don't make people program you. That's one for me. I never make people program me.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a moment when you felt like you just, you know what, I can't bother to do this anymore?
Nah. But I'm cut and dry. That's one thing. If you know me as like a friend, I'm very cut and dry. I cut things to the bottom line quick. So I do everything what I enjoy. If I ain't enjoying something, I ain't doing it. Because I think my happiness and my sanity is priceless. So you can't get me to do things that I'm not enjoying. You understand? And I'm not gonna do it to myself. Like, I see enough mans on the stage and it's like they're just doing it for the money. They're doing it and they're dragging their feet. And I just think to myself, get off the stage, because no one isn't begging you to do this. No one's forcing you to do it. So if you're not doing it, I'm a raver, you know. Like, I used to pay my money and go raving or a liquor ticket or whatever. But whatever I'm doing, I'm in there. And when I'm in there, I want to be entertained. So if I see you doing your bullshit, I'll fling a bottle after you myself. Because you're taking a piss. You're up there getting paid. And I see it now, there's nothing to myself. You're taking a piss. It's cheeky. If you're not enjoying it, get out. What are you doing? No one ain't forcing you to do it.
So what kept you going?
I just love it.
You just love it.
I love it. I'm a raver. My mum was a raver.
Yeah,
my brother was a raver.
Supporting everything.
Yeah, my mum was there. She had a sound system. And like I said, I could go out. I could go parties. We was doing it all days from early.
Did your mum used to drop you like gems when you were young?
All at the time. One of ways.
Do you remember any sayings that she used to say to you?
All loads, but the best one is there's always a price to pay, and that was her number one. There's always a price to pay, and she used to say, you understand, you can do stuff, you can have girls back, you can go out, you can stay out all night, you understand, do what you want. Not like that. slightly
There's always a
exaggerating
price
it.
to
So
pay.
people
Yeah.
might say, well, but yeah, do what you're doing, but there's always a price to pay. And what she did teach man, that was brilliant because it gave man a level to everything. You
Yeah.
understand? But she said, yeah, do stuff. Know also what the price is that you're likely to pay. Fraud, slap on the wrist, knife crime, couple years in jail. Gun crime, more years in jail. You understand? So know what you're doing, know the price, you understand? And then you know the
prepared
price
to pay it.
and you're willing to pay it. If you're willing to pay the price, then
Deeper meaning, pack weight and meaning.
you
that
understand?
is.
Yeah,
Then
no,
you
no,
can
yeah,
do
yeah,
it.
Pack
willing.
weight.
Then
Yeah.
you can do it. If you're not willing to pay the price, leave it alone. Because these gems stood man in good stead all the way through. You understand? She used to say, you're the head and not the tail. You understand? Them ones, they're powerful. So again, man, it breathed the confidence and the power into man. You understand? You're the head and not the tail. She used to say to me, all of us, well, my sister weren't born them time probably, you understand? It's me and my older brother. When God's with you, who can be against you? You understand? So these things, that's why man, you see man fly up on the stage, I ain't worrying about no one, you know, because you man are bigger than my God. You understand? So, it's, you understand? When God's with you, who can be against you? So these are the things what man, my mum installed into man from young. And it's give man the strength, you understand? Black man, you understand? Know thyself. That's another one. Know thyself. Know yourself. Don't pretend. If you ain't in it, you understand? Don't, if you're rude boys are doing whatever. My mum's come from, she's Tottenham. She's come from the rude girl circuit. You understand? So if you're around, let's say us five go out, and the man said, boy, we're going to do a little move. She said, if you ain't on it, that's your time to go home. Don't meddle, because what happens, the one who's half-hearted is the one who either gets caught or stabbed or shot or something happened to that one. The ones who are on it, they know what it is. So when it's time to run, they're running. When it's time to fight, they're fighting. The one who's digi or when it goes, bam, it's you the one gonna get caught out.
Yeah.
So,
Deer in the headlights, yeah.
Yeah, know thyself. So if it ain't you, don't feel no way to announce, you know what, boys, I'm afraid I'm going home. Don't feel away. You understand? That know
You say to
thyself.
yourself a bird, yeah.
Exactly. Know thyself. So these are what mums installed, and they're really good. These things stand the test of time. Now I still tell my sons these little gems.
Yeah.
Because they run and they'll run forever. You
Your
understand?
sons, how many sons have you got?
I've got 3 sons.
Come
3
on.
sons and 2 daughters.
Come on.
Yeah, and again,
Big sons, them.
I'm teaching them, you understand, to be men. You understand, to be, I always said we're black men, you understand? You understand? We have to know ourselves, you understand? And whatever. So I install a lot of the knowledge what's been imparted on me, I install it into them as well, and try and grow them up to be good men of moral standing, you understand? So again, don't sell out yourself for any money. There's you understand? That's what I'm teaching them recently, you understand? Don't sell out yourself, you understand? There's a lot of men who are doing stuff what's against their moral standard and their moral code for money, monetary gains. Don't be like them. We're not them guys, you understand? We're strong. We're headstrong men, you understand? We don't do that. We're not selling ourselves short for little tuppence, you understand? We're strong, you understand? And this is at a community and a nation, and as a man's, we have to hold our strength, you understand, our power, because it's getting watered down out there, you understand? So we need to be strong and assertive, and you understand, make sure we're talking to the younger ones and making them know we are powerful, you understand? God is within us, we are gods, you understand? We are the original people, we're strong.
Crazy, man. That's deep.
Trust me.
Deep, boy.
Yeah, big gems from Bushkin.
deep, man.
Yeah,
man.
come on.
Yeah, man.
Powers.
Make you just know, man, you've had such a journey, man.
No, but
Such a journey.
it's fun.
So where do we go from here? Like,
Boy,
what's this like?
to the
I'm saying, what's
moon.
Yeah,
this
'cause I'm
year?
seeing the
What's-
TikTok and all of that
Yeah,
and
well-
stuff.
Yeah.
Where's Bushkin today?
Boy, right now, I'm in my artist bag. Choose, you know what? I've done a lot of, like, went through a whole period where it's like, I was doing more, trying to help everyone else. Because I got to a level and I was kind of comfy, you understand? And I got too comfortable, you understand? And I was helping everyone else and kind of forgot about myself. And I forgot a part of myself, which happens to do all of us in the best. And I forgot the little part where I like my little fancy things and like the hype. As much as I was in the hype, I forgot, like, wow, there's a thing about me what I like my bossy things.
Yeah.
You understand? I kind of forgot that, and I was
Open
more
back the iceberg cupboard.
Yeah, I forgot my little a part of me, and I was more helping everyone else. But what is, again, my mum used to tell me, you can't help people before you help yourself, you know. It's about thyself. You have to put yourself first. You understand? So now I was doing the record label and whatever, but now I'm making tunes and busting back to myself, because I want it for myself. You understand? I want to be an artist. I want to be doing the world tours. I want to be on these stages. Like a lot of these artists, I don't think they're all that. Really and true, I don't think they're all that. A lot of these ones, and I'm not gonna call their names, but what I would say, and I said to my son sometimes, I don't think a lot of these artists are that. But you know what it is? They're out there on tour right now. They're flying. They've got this amount of views. They've got that amount of followers, and they've got these amount of tunes and whatever. So you know what? I can't chat to them yet until I've got my thing up. And so right now I'm in hot pursuit. You understand? So anyone who's out there who's firing or thinks they're firing, I'm a competitive person. That's my nature. So I'm on that. Tunes, you understand? Shelling, performances. So people have a comparison. At least when they see, because sometimes I see things and I'm like, wow. But you know what? There's nothing to judge it by. You understand? So it's like, okay, cool. Well, he's going to get away with blue murder, but I'm not making man get away with blue murder. You understand? And it's not that I'm going for anyone. I'm just going to give a comparison.
I'm just competing,
So like, at least people say, oh, well, I saw that and I saw that. So now, in their mind, they can make what they want to make of it. But at least I'm giving you an option. You understand? So that's what I'm in right now. I'm having fun, you understand? And I'm going to go around. I want to embark on the films, the modelling, all of that. I'm living. I just want to live, you understand? Like, and enjoy myself. It's fun. People forgot. This whole thing is what people forgotten about fun. Everyone's too cool nowadays. No one wants to make a mistake. No one wants to look bad. Have fun. You
What type of music are you making?
Everything. Jungle, bashment. I ain't really made much garage, but I'm going to make some more garage. You understand? Afro beats. Everything. Black music.
All genres.
Black music.
Anything that you just
black music, mate.
Play to black music. Yeah, I are. You get me? You hear that? Yeah. You never felt that. I don't know how you didn't feel that.
Yeah, feel it, because this is what man.
So what, Bushkin? So where can the people then find you? Everyone that's watching this now, man, let them know where they can find you.
More time I'm on Insta, you know, that's my thing. Yo, Insta. Life of a CEO, you understand? At MC Bushkin. I've got TikTok as well, at MC Bushkin. Spotify, you understand? More time I've only been really concentrating the most on Instagram, you understand? But I'm integrating into the other ones, you understand?
What are you doing on Instagram?
It's my little blogs, Life of a CEO, that's what I say, you know, Life of a CEO. And I just go and then talk my things and you know, just give people the real thing of my life, you understand, and what I'm doing, you understand? Because a lot of people only just show the glitz and glamour, but I'm giving the people an uplift, I'm not, you understand? Showing them my thing and give them a little slice of my, you understand, how I operate, you get me? So Instagram, the main thing. I've just set up my own YouTube channel after all these years. I've got MC Bushkin.
What's it called?
MC Bushkin YouTube
MC
channel.
Bushkin,
MC Bushkin all the way. I tried to even drop the MC part and tried to change my name to Ricky Black. But you know what? I'm just going back to MC Bushkin and just riding with that one there, you get me?
Riding with that, straight.
You know,
love for coming today,
down.
You know, my buddy, you know.
No,
gonna definitely have you here again, you know. Infrared. Definitely gonna have you here again, man. Definitely.
I've been lining up the talk. This Grime debate.
We're gonna make it happen.
We're
gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen.
But Wiley, I must say, Wiley ain't said nothing in that thing. The argument. I've not heard why they say that, you know. And a lot of people haven't said that because I believe they know there's not really too much to say. So they've left it. But there's a couple man who are saying, so all them man gather up and let's have it out.
You don't hear that, You don't hear that, We're gonna make it happen here. Let's talk about that. Let me come with the remix. Let's talk about that. Alright, big up MC Bushkin once again, man. Everyone, make sure you like and subscribe.
Love.